kicking like
One,
Dolomite.
3,
Last one
4,
got copyright. I'm kicking like
5
Dolomite.
just to be sure.
Hey, one time,
Last
you
one
ready?
got
Copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got
Okay.
copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the games. Don't make me grab the steel. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I grab the piece and give your ass a halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose them too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie, no prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jack Move got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look, king of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey yo, Alex, go ahead, talk to him real quick.
Oh, the Dolomite is my name, and thick enough is my game. Dolomite, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it.
They had the nerve to copyright the game. One time, it's just the bitches. Hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Lost was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these against before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button, you still a fan. Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss, and that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your was squad up, you turn telling gotta go. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30, again turn me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking game knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip, anytime you get on a fight. Guns and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy or look alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt, toss and get hurt, no face, no case, smashed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm gonna get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Wonder.
What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our move, they copying still. BG, Black Bond, Jack Move, Kids Move, Blandrew, Alex too. Damn man, that's a heavy crew. Other pods, they don't know what to do. They watching, they copy our every move. And they still fly like the Wii U. Jack Move voice, we saying you. Hop off the roof. Long range, no scope, yeah, I'ma shoot. Looking wanna play games, no David Blaine, but I'll make a nigga go poof. Oh, this not a game. Gang talk, nigga, what you know about the slang. Hop out the range. All black master, don't step out your lane. Every week it's us on your screen. Every weekend we entertain. It's not a thing that gets in between me and my team, me and my gang. When I'm on the beat, you already know. Straight to the top, yeah, we about to blow. BG, my dog, he told me let's go. Sit back, relax, it's time for the show. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. Weapon wheel, watch how I show you my weapon wheel. What weapon wheel? We keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon wheel? They watch our moves, they copying still.
We got the guns on deck, no foul car, but you know I came with a tech, yeah. Since 2015, been stepping on the scene, putting foots on nets, yeah. Set them up, super soaker, pump action, wet them up. Shooting out the yeah, we catching up. We bout them games, y'all are bark. Drive by midnight after dark. Gaming knowledge, fortitude. Top two and not the two. Weapon wheel, get the cash and grab the steel. Weapon wheel, out the window.
weapon well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. What weapon well, we keeping it true, don't care about your feels. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still. Weapon well, watch how I show you my weapon well. Weapon well, watch how I show you my weapon well. What weapon well, we keeping it true, we keeping it real. What weapon well, they watch our moves, they copying still.
Yo. Check. Doc, what's going on, man?
What's up, Bobby? Here chilling, man. Chilling. Just got back from church and the gym and told the fam, I said, hey, invited to a podcast tonight. I can't say no, man.
I appreciate that. Hope you pray for us.
Oh, man, I pray for everybody, man. I do.
You pray for Xbox?
Yeah, but when I pray for Xbox, bro, they charge me more. They charge me more. They charge me more when I pray for Xbox, bro. You know how it is. He said if God was real, you wouldn't need to pray. What?
Oh man, don't start with your shit, Bond.
What do you mean shit?
Start with your shit, Bond.
I'm about to get on your shit today, you hypocrite.
Hey, yo.
Whoa.
Relax.
I don't play in the handheld ghettos. I don't play handhelds. Sony doesn't need to make a handheld. This motherfucker bought a ROG and a Portal.
That ROG is good.
The ROG is fire, ain't it?
He bought
very
two handhelds.
I just got the Legion Gold for my son,
You
too.
sick for buying that Portal? This man said, I don't game on handhelds, but spent $1,000 on handhelds.
No, chill. Let's talk about it at the podcast. Chill.
That's
Bond. Get him on the
crazy.
podcast. Yeah. No, it makes sense. It makes sense to me.
Most of these handhelds are trash. I still do stand by that, good brother.
But you spent $1,000 on handhelds.
Why are you in my pockets?
For real? Now don't you come after Brokies? He's not a Brokey.
Hold on. What's the only metric we have on supporting things? Put your money where your mouth is. We always say, if you want good games, you have to make sure these games sell. If BG always says, if you want a sequel, you got to go out and buy the game. Is that not what he always says?
Yeah, but when you buy a game, sometimes you get it remastered.
But I'm saying, so he gonna say that he doesn't like this, want it or support it. Shit. If you can tell me you don't want to support my business, but you paying for it, I don't give a fuck. And that's
we gotta save this for the podcast.
Yeah,
man.
like Bond, damn, Bond.
And that's exactly where the Xbox fans are.
Oh well, we live right now?
Yeah, we live. Bond thirsty. He been waiting all
Oh,
week.
so they keep it going then.
I'm on a very short night's sleep. I only got 2 hours
cranky.
last night.
Oh, so you're cranky.
Very.
Okay.
Yo, Bond, why were they attacking your refrigerator?
What's up?
Why were they attacking your refrigerator, Bond? Did you see that, bro? These people
Oh, I know. And then I showed him the refrigerator on Best Buy. I was like, "Where's your refrigerator?" Not exactly. I was supposed to have a nice quiet night last night with the Armored Core, but I got a fresh cut and a retwist. I was like, I'll go out for an hour, grab me a couple drinks, and 1'5", 220-pound Asian 5 hours later.
Bond.
Wait, what?
It's very irresponsible for you to stay up till 3 a.m. banging chicks. It's like, bro, come on.
You're not wrong.
We got to stop doing that, man. We gotta go to bed at 1 at the latest. Got to tell them, okay, we got to get this done.
I have conquered. I'm on my final race. I've done the world tour. Asians were the second one off. There's only one race left.
Oh my God! What are we doing, BG?
It's only one left, BG.
You think he Thanos collecting all the female, power stones or something?
Oh my God!
The ethnical,
What's the last one left?
Wait, who asked the question? Come on, man.
I just want to know. I'm curious. I was also at Barcade over the weekend. Definitely popped off a 13-game win streak in Third Strike.
Receipts didn't happen.
Definitely. Oh, I got receipts. Definitely went to Bit Brigade over the weekend. They're like those bands that like play live video game music on the screen while they speed run and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Barcade down in Philly is like, it's pretty good. They got The Simpsons, they got Turtles, NBA Jam, Alpha, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Third Strike, King of Fighters 98, 96, both dream matches. They got pinball. They got a lot. They got a lot of good games down there. To be honest, I heard they're opening up their own. Nah, they don't have that trash in the arcade. That's for like Dave and Buster's.
Yeah. I don't know. First of all, chat. Let me know if the audio is good. Second, I don't know what's up with this. I guess this Discord update where some people's names are not showing. Like it's
streamer mode.
So do they have to turn off streamer mode? Because I have it off. No, I have it off.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. So when I stream, it automatically turns on streamer mode, and then when I turn it off, it fixes it.
So,
I
Jack,
turn it off.
Jack, do you have streamer mode on?
No.
Oh no, I do have streamer mode on. Hold on, let me take. But I just every time I turn it off, it automatically turns back on. Like what's up with them? I hate these.
Oh, there you go. Now you can see my name.
Okay. No,
yeah, it does that shit automatically.
Yeah. Well, why? It never used to do that before.
I don't know. It wasn't one of the updates they did not too long ago.
I hate them. I hate when companies change shit that nobody asked for.
Oh, you know what also made my week amazing? You'll like this one, BG. I traded Joe Burrow November 14th on the trade deadline.
Good decision.
Very good decision.
All right.
Oh, BG, if you want to go change it so that it doesn't automatically go into streamer mode, go to your Discord settings and then go to streamer mode, and you'll see it's like a switch. You can turn it off so it doesn't automatically do it.
Oh, okay, I see it. All right, I turned it off. Stupid ass monkeys making that shit automatic.
Wow.
All right, listen, man. I don't want to waste no time. Let's get to it. I know Doc got to go after like an hour and a half, so I want to get to some shit before he got to go. Shout out to Smooth. You know, he's still out there dealing with some family issues. Shout out to our guy, you know, praying for the best with him and his family. But this is Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 389. All right, we're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. If you want to support the podcast, you can go to patreon.com/Weapon Wheel Podcast. You could become a YouTube channel member by hitting the join button, and you could also support us just by hitting the like button. Some of the Patreon perks, you know, you get After Dark where you can submit questions of any topic, early access to Planet Xbox episodes when Smooth comes back, access to the Weapon Wheel Discord, and, you know, you could submit Weapon Wheel trivia questions and gaming questions that we are guaranteed to answer during the show, which we are going to get to soon. To submit gameplay video for the podcast, the link is in the description. You can drag and drop your gameplay in there. By the way, last week when the gameplay was acting all funky, like everything was moving too fast or in slow motion, that was my fault. I rendered it wrong. I had blamed the people who sent me the footage. It was all my fault. It was literally, it was all my fault. That was my bad. Okay, cool. So let's get to the intros. Doc, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Y'all already know Doc Dog 1985. There's levels to this, and there's been a few things that have been going on lately, especially ever since the Game Awards things were announced. And we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So I'm glad that you invited me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for coming through, Jack. How you feeling, good brother? Are you feeling good? Are you happy? Are you feeling blessed, Jack?
I'm doing all right. I'm doing great. You know what, BG? I was told I was too negative about game and about everything. So I'm gonna say a couple of things I like. First of all,
whoa! Don't do that. That's actually a question somebody submitted. I think they wanted you to say something
very negative.
Oh, let me see or something.
What's the question? Tell me the question real quick.
I think somebody wanted you to say some things you're actually happy about or thankful for, or that might have been an After Dark question. But well, no, go ahead.
Either way, man, a few things I'm thankful for, man. If y'all not in tune, man, one of the games that I like, Shantae, they got a new Shantae game coming out, Shantae Advance Risky's Revolution. It's launching next year. And as a matter of fact, I thought first it was only going to be a Switch exclusive. It got confirmed for like everything. So y'all go check that out. Great game coming out. Yeah, man. Eliza P, great game that's already out. Go play that. Alan Wake 2, great game I just played. Go play that, man. It's a lot of great games I heard people. You know what
about outside of gaming? There's nothing like outside of gaming.
The Grizzlies won last night, man. That was a great situation. You know what I mean? The Titans getting a new stadium one time. That was great. You know what I mean?
You hit the casino not that long ago.
Where's it going to be
didn't you?
located at, Jack? In Nashville?
Yeah, it's right where the other one there. They just putting it where the parking lot at right now. Hit the
Jack, so
casino this week,
you're not
going like
depressed?
2 racks. You know what I mean? Something
Okay.
like. It's a
Fire.
good week, man. It's a good week, man.
Jack, I
That's a lot
just
to be
want
happy about.
to. I want to do a weekly check-in. You don't have a gambling problem, right?
No.
Okay.
Why are
People,
you worried about Jack's gambling problems?
people keep
that
hitting me up
actually-
saying that you need to check on your mans.
I was going to say, what about Smoot? You know what? Let me shut up.
No, I'm up. I'm up.
Okay, because it's not a gambling problem as long as you're winning, right? That's
Yeah, of course.
I heard that's what they say.
I do
Okay.
it for fun. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Getting the money for fun.
All right. Wonton?
Yeah, man. First of all, I just want to say, BG, what is this unga bunga ass game you got playing on the screen right now? I'm looking. All you doing is shooting shit and bashing walls.
This very fun game called RoboCop.
Better than Alan Wake, huh?
I recommend it. Based on what I played, yeah.
Okay, glad you liked it. Just want to say for my intro, we had the chill weekend. I saw Hunger Games on Friday. Decent movie. Speaking of movies, Movie Guys podcast is scheduled for tomorrow. Recently, I don't know why, but I felt like rewatching the X-Men movies, the originals. The movies are still pretty good, bro. X-Men 3 got a lot of hate. Just finished rewatching it. It's not that bad. X-Men 3 not that bad. I'm sorry. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But yeah, man, happy to be here.
All right. Alex?
Sorry, BG, I was up all night till 3 and fucking Mech Warriors, but this is Broken Baby Dow. There's levels to this. Let's get it.
All right. And Bond?
Well, first of all, there ain't no Hunger Games.
He just steal my fucking thing?
Yes.
Well, first of all, as Alex will agree, there is no Hunger Games on Weapon Wheel or Weapon Wheel podcast. But outside of that, I've been pretty busy uploading videos lately. Got the Sony delays, half their live service games. We got why Final Fantasy 16 wasn't nominated. Final Fantasy 16 is the most overrated video game in the past 20 years. I will stand on that. Why Starfield wasn't nominated, y'all jokers. I mean,
I would say Horizon.
BG loves to talk about it. It's 100% right. Like, y'all can't be hyping it up, game of the generation, and then, all that crap. And then last but not least, my current video, Naughty Dog. They've released a TV show, 2 remakes. They basically remade the whole franchise, create a TV show, will make a season 2 of the TV show, and they still can't deliver on multiplayer. Crazy. Craziness.
All right. Okay, thank you everybody for your intros. We're gonna get right to let's do some this Weapon Wheel question crew tier.
Yahoo! How's your mouth feel, by the way? I meant to ask you that.
I'm gonna need you to put some context before you ask me a question like that.
Yo. What do you mean? That was the talk.
Checking your jaw, BG. Checking your jaw.
That was the talking sound.
Oh, that's crazy.
So
Jack move, that's
relax.
crazy.
Relax. My mouth
relax.
My mouth is healing from the wisdom teeth extraction that I had a week ago. It's still not fully healed, but it's okay. I'm doing all right. I'm still on meds. Demos MX BG Smooth has gotten the reputation for being bad at games, specifically multiplayer. Can we have a healthy conversation on why Jack is basically on the same tier as Smooth? Smooth at least plays various multiplayer games, and Jack is only known for Last of Us and Madden. My weapon wheel ranking is BG, Bond, Alex, Smooth, and Jack is on the same tier. Jack, what do you have to say about that? Why are you coming at you like this?
We've actually had this combo in Discord.
This question doesn't make sense because just because Smooth plays more multiplayer doesn't mean he's good.
Let Jack answer.
Of War and I never even played it.
You got
ouch.
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion on this. If that's how that person's feel, that's cool. Yeah.
Nah, Jack. I don't want no politically safe answer. No. You not ducking this. No.
I don't have an opinion on that.
Nah, Jack. That's not a real answer. This man paid money.
Y'all want me to turn down everybody else on the podcast? Say I'm way better.
Yes, throw somebody under the bus.
Actually, yeah, I throw me under.
I'm good, bro. You got it.
No. See, that's soft. Where's the old Jack move?
I don't know what kind of response he want.
Jack is actually soft in real life.
Hey, I know why they think Smooth is bad though.
because Smooth got the Xbox tax on him. He represents Xbox, so that's what it is. He really not that bad, but because he rep Xbox, everything is worse.
Look, the Xbox tax isn't real, but the bond tax definitely is.
No, it's definitely real, Bond. You know it is. But we'll get into it.
We'll get to that. Another question, Kiso. Jack mentioned some dissatisfaction with Spider-Man 2. What changes would you have liked to see gameplay, side quests, and story-wise from Spider-Man while remaining true to who the character is? I think you did touch on this a little bit, but would you like to reiterate, Jack?
Changes I would have liked to have seen. I felt like the writing could have been better. It just could have been a more concise story. When you play Spider-Man 2018, Spider-Man Miles Morales, a very contained story. It flows beautifully. I didn't get the same feeling from Spider-Man 2. The side content, when you play Miles Morales, the side content felt way tighter, way more contained. I didn't get that from this game. Making the game bigger while having the same or less side content actually hurt it, in my opinion, because you made it bigger but put less into it. So it's a lot they could have done. I think the game the campaign could have been longer. I agree. I was unsatisfied with certain gameplay sections that could have been longer, could have been explored more. I don't understand the decision making in making certain boss fights a majority set pieces while making others just plain out cutscenes at the end. So it's a lot with that game that they could have improved or changed, in my opinion. But I digress. It's still a good game. I like the game. It's just not the best. And I put this on Twitter. The way I view it, Spider-Man 2018 got the best story. Spider-Man Miles Morales got the best side content and mission structure. And Spider-Man 2 got the best traversal and gameplay. That's how
Spider-Man 2 story was the best story of all three games. Stop it.
I don't agree.
Well, maybe you like fighting bald niggas all day, but I don't.
I don't think them focusing on 2 Spider-Man. Like, a lot of people felt dissatisfied with how they portrayed Miles in this game. He felt like a side character the whole time. Some
really?
Feel like
because he is a side character.
But that's not even the complaint I've heard. I've heard everybody say that Peter felt like he was put on the back burner.
Exactly.
But that's the whole point, though. You see, there's a dissension. Some people don't feel like Peter got enough shine. Some people don't feel like Miles got enough shine. You can't have that complaint with the other games.
They have favorites. That's why. And Jack, I don't have a favorite Spider-Man. So
I want a huge fan of the story.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Spoiler cast.
Spoiler cast. You guys should do a spoiler cast.
Peter been acting a little bitch made. Like there's definitely some things I need to discuss, especially a certain boss fight.
Next week we can talk about it. I think that's enough time from the.
You already know what boss fight I want to talk about.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Okay, let's move on. Let's not spoil it.
The same one.
Yeah. Okay, Leon Sugarfoot. What role-playing activities would you like to see in GTA 6? He says, I want to be able to visit the BBL surgeon as the Latina.
I don't know. That's a good
I just
question.
hope they implement a lot of the hunting that you could do in Red Dead. I hope they implement that somehow in the GTA. Like you can go into the Everglades, hunt some fucking gators. I don't know. I would just like to see some of that aspect come into play.
They ain't hunting GTA 5. They ain't hunting GTA 5. What's up?
Nah,
Yeah, but not like Red Dead hunting. Red Dead hunting is a little.
Y'all been seeing all the niggas do the Miles Morales role play?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm confused. What are you trying to hunt in GTA?
Right.
Well, I mean, you're in Florida. The map's going to be bigger. You'll be able to go to the Everglades.
It's Grand Theft Auto, not Bayou Billy.
Bayou
Like
Billy.
what you trying to hunt in Florida? Gators?
That's kind of fire though.
I like to hunt more than people. Put it that way.
Okay.
Speaking of hunt, Rockstar needs to make a new Manhunt.
You think it would survive in today's day and age? You think people would allow that in today's day and age?
This fucking IGN ass
I mean,
article.
if they're going to allow Grand Theft Auto, why can't they allow Manhunt? I mean, the crazy thing is they'll allow Grand Theft Auto before they'll allow Bully. That's
you're right.
crazy.
Why won't they add bully back to
Because they don't want kids being bullied.
Oh, is that simple?
You already know they're gonna have like bullying, LGBTQ, and bald and fat. Like, yeah, they don't want that shit.
I never beat bully. I played it for like a little bit, but that was it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I never played on. I know he's talking about the actual game, but I never played on like the GTA role playing servers. I never played on them, but they seem pretty cool. Like people be playing cops and criminals and You know, like it's some cool
Yeah, they're
stuff.
fun.
Yeah,
It's fun.
That shit would be hilarious if y'all did that.
Hoes and hookers.
Like I seen this one video
No,
where
we could be in the city of hate. We could be in the city of hate.
the dude pretended to be a baby robbing a bank, and then like it was crazy. It was some wild shit. Okay,
A lot of those servers though, like the popping ones, they charge people to join them. So that's another thing. But they fun.
Yeah.
Do y'all think it's corny when I'm gonna just say rappers because that's the first thing that comes to my mind when they use gaming as a medium just to kind of make money rather than actually adding anything to the community? Or y'all don't give a fuck about that?
Well, I don't know if you could look at it as corny, but at the end of the day, they know that's where the money is at. Like Little Yachty even said this recently. He said Kai Cenat is making more money than most rappers, and he said he knows that for a fact. That their streamers is making crazy money, so a lot of them are trying to get into it. It's easy money for them.
Yeah, isn't T Grizzly? Isn't he like a big streamer too?
Yeah, he has a popular GTA role playing server.
More ways than one, nigga.
Yep.
Yeah,
They're making way more money than they would off of doing rap.
Yeah,
so.
he's definitely making a lot of money off his GTA server, and yeah. But I think he was actually somebody who like really liked games and he was into it, you know. So.
But didn't Snoop Dogg do it too?
Probably.
Snoop Dogg. Well, he's been streaming him playing Madden for a few years, but I don't think he's really deep into it. Like,
but he's even commentated at gaming events, hasn't he? Like,
yeah,
he was
Snoop looking rough now since he quit smoking, dog.
It's been 2 days, Bond. What are you
I know, and he's been looking rough.
Nigga said he didn't sleep last night. Fucked you up.
I can't hate on somebody trying to get money, so I can't.
Yeah, somebody in the chat said Snoop and his son are making their own game studio.
Esports. I thought it was an esports thing. Okay, yeah.
It might be that. It might be esports. So just like in the chat.
Okay. Super chat. Rufflemutt. BG, could you just apologize to Jack already? Apologize for what?
You know what the fuck you did.
I'm very lost as to what I would be apologizing to Jack for.
State of Sony, isn't that right, Jack? Let this
get your apology. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, y'all want me to apologize for? They want me to apologize for what they think the future is that's not here yet. Like,
you know what's so funny? Every time you say that, another day goes on the calendar, but you keep saying we're not there yet. But it's like
we're not. It's like, bro,
every day we've been in this shit.
What is it? What's the future?
They want me to apologize for a possible, and I don't deny that it could be a very dry 2024. I'm like, bro, you want me to apologize? We're not even in 2024 yet, and you want me to say Jack was right? Like, can we get there?
Oh yeah, he can't apologize for the future.
Yeah, like
how does that work?
I don't want to speak for Jack, but I think it has to. The teeters the line of just not trusting that this nigga has been the Sony connoisseur for this long. So if a nigga really only played on Sony, he can read the tea leaves. I think that's what they're saying. Like, you got to give him some type of credit as to his analysis.
The what leaves?
The tea leaves.
Jack is saying that 2024 is going to be drier than 2023 for Sony.
Hold on. Rewind. Like the language, the vernacular of like the hood or whatever the fuck between tea leaves. What was the other one called?
Oh, I don't know.
Guzzler or Glazer or something. Like, what are you talking about?
We talk about people saying that people are glazing.
Yeah.
Tea leaves is fairly common
that's
language.
not new. That's
like,
not new.
Like in the last 2 weeks, like I don't know, like did niggatry.com get an update or something?
Oh god.
Okay, that was funny.
Anyway.
Did I miss the update?
I don't want to speak for Jack, but I'm just saying I think that's what the super chat is talking about.
Whatever. Cody Bishop. BG, I think your boy Jack got a quote unquote spending issue. See, Jack, people been telling me, but he winning. You up, Jack. So right.
I'm good, bro.
Okay,
yeah,
see. Good. He up. He all right, man. All right, let's talk about it. Let's get to it. The legendary, mythical Xbox tax. Hope everybody's paid their taxes.
Okay. I need y'all to explain this to me too, because I didn't look into it.
So no, let's be fair about this and actually consider it, right? Let's not just write it off automatically, say no, it's in their heads, it's a figment of their imagination and all that stuff, even though it may be. Let's consider it. The Xbox tax, I guess how I would explain it is when something is associated with the Xbox brand, and I guess you would say it automatically gets knocked for it. It has a negative impact simply for being associated with Xbox versus maybe something else and may get a benefit of the doubt or a a plus. It may be a good thing to be associated with that brand, but for Xbox, it's a bad thing. It's negative, and they get penalized for being associated with Xbox. I think that's what those who created the term, it's just kind of like another. I think you can interchange it with media bias, kind of, but that's what it is.
You said it perfectly, BG. You said it perfectly. That's exactly what it is. And
So-
I don't know why anyone is trying to deny this. I'm gonna tell you right now. When I started gaming on Xbox this generation, and the first thing people told me was like, "Why are you playing on Xbox? Xbox has no games." And I said, "Well, okay, I get to play all these games from before, right? I got to play Rise to the Rome. I got to play freaking Rico. I got to play all these games, right?" And everyone kept telling me Xbox games are bad. So automatically, because I kept hearing Xbox games are bad, I'm already going into that game with a bias that the game is going to be bad. Now, for me, I was pleasantly surprised because I really don't care what other people think, but bias is real. You cannot deny bias in the human form. You are biased to everything. You have a bias to a whole bunch of things. It's not a bad thing. That's just the way it is. The problem I have with this Xbox term is that people are taking it and are pretending as if people are crying for Xbox. I don't care about Xbox. Xbox got to figure out why they have a bias against them. And you know what? If they do have a bias against them, maybe it was warranted. Maybe they should have done better during the Xbox One generation. Maybe they should have. But now you're not going to tell me from everything that I've seen this generation that there's no bias against Xbox. Because subscription services were, listen, let me finish. Subscription services were horrible. Everyone hated them. Nobody liked them. Nobody liked them, right? Until everybody else started doing subscription services too, right? And then when everyone was attacking Xbox and then everybody started bumping up the subscription service, all of a sudden Sony did subscription service first. So now it's okay. Cloud gaming, right? Xbox has been putting their money in cloud gaming. Everyone's been attacking it. All the cloud is not the future cloud. Now I see people talking about Sony's going to have 4K cloud gaming. Now all of a sudden you're about cloud gaming. Now all of a sudden you're about streaming your gameplay to a freaking PS Portal. Again, if Xbox would have came out with a PS Portal, they would have crushed it. And nobody on this panel can tell me no. If they would have crushed it, Bond. If Xbox would have came out with a PS Portal, it would have been destroyed. Are you out of your mind?
Why would they be destroyed?
Hold on, you said it would have been hold on. I'm confused.
Let me answer that. Hold on,
it would have been destroyed or it would have crushed it. Which one?
No, you guys would have crushed it. Everyone would have been talking trash about it. No one would have been putting it on a pedestal.
I'm still talking trash about the Portal right now.
Okay, that's you. But you're going to tell me out there that you haven't seen people talk positive about this piece of trash Portal?
Hey, Doc,
I know you've seen people talk positive about it. Xbox would have came out with a PlayStation Portal. People would have talked a lot of trash about it. Somebody said, why? Tell me why. Because there's already things that do what the PlayStation Portal does. The ROG Ally, you could do the same thing with it on your Xbox. People have even told me you don't need an Xbox, get a PC. But now PlayStation comes out with a PlayStation Portal. Something that you can already do on your phone, you can already do on other tabs, you can already do on a laptop, whatever. And they get to 8 out of 10. Are you out of your mind? An actual console, the Series S got a 7. And this thing you're going to tell me there's no bias? Come on, guys. There is a bias. No one's crying, though. Xbox got to figure it out.
Maybe
I'm gonna leave my piece right there.
Maybe if Xbox had any dabbling of handheld at all, the remote play and PS Vita and all that shit, that's not new with PlayStation. You acting like this is something that they just created and now we're like, oh, the best thing we've ever seen.
All right, let me put my 2 cents in. One,
you're not listening to what I said. Is the PlayStation Portal good or bad?
It's for the niche audience.
It's not needed.
It's just another form of what they already offer, is what I'm saying.
I'm glad you said that. Listen, Chad, you heard what he said. It's for the niche audience. Guess what? The Xbox Series S is for a niche audience.
False.
But that's not what they said about the S.
You're wrong.
That's not what they say about the S. That's not what they say about the S.
The S sells more than the X. The X is the niche audience.
No, but here's the thing. They destroyed the S. Are you going to tell me this generation people haven't been saying that the S is horrible?
Powerful systems, not lesser powerful systems.
For what? For remasters, Bond? For remasters? That's what you want with powerful systems?
When people see new consoles coming out, nobody wants to see a stripped down version. They wanted the X. They don't want the S because look what happened with Baldur's Gate. They got a downscale.
No, you're absolutely right. And when I was told that when people get new consoles, you don't want to play old games. You want to play new games.
No,
get remasters and remakes, right?
I'm going to touch on that too. There's a lot of hypocrisy to call Sony out today. But as far as the tax goes and the bias goes, incorrect. And
So you don't see a bias against Xbox, Bond?
And here's the funny thing. I've been hearing for years, for generations, for multiple decades that Nintendo games are too easy, Nintendo games are too kiddie, Nintendo games are too childish, and these stigmas still exist today. But guess what? Those games still score high, and those games still sell well. I've been hearing the same thing about Sony. Oh, they're just movie games. Oh, they're just cinematic games. Oh, they're not real games, but they still score high, and they still sell well. The only difference is that the stigma, Xbox gets its own stigmas, just like Nintendo has their own stigmas, just like Sony has their own stigmas, but we cannot in good faith say that Xbox's games are equivalent to Sony and Nintendo's. That's just not true.
You literally just agreed with me. You said
No, I
Xbox
didn't.
has their own stigma.
I literally
You
said
literally
all the
disagreed
consoles.
with me.
I literally said
Exactly. That's what I just said. Every single console has their own shit, right?
That's not.
You
a
literally
bias,
disagreed with
though.
me.
All right,
That's not a bias.
you would be saying everybody has their own tax then, right?
Exactly. And if everybody has their own tax, there is no tax.
Yeah, that's
when
just
the tax, when the taxes are measured differently, yes, there is.
Oh,
I don't pay the
that's
same
what it is.
taxes that you
You're
pay.
saying-
Get
you're
out
saying
of here,
Xbox-
bro.
You're saying Xbox tax is just the mostly negative. That's where you don't like it.
God.
Exactly.
The
Exactly.
only reason you think it's measured differently is because their games don't measure up the same as their competitors. Period. Nobody can realistically say that Microsoft's output of games in quality is equal to that of Sony and Nintendo's. Even Uncle Phil said we can't just put out good games and win because they can't put out good games. The whole creation of Game Pass is a strategy of gaining financial support and support through the industry because they know they can't compete with Nintendo and Sony. Uncle Phil even said they can't compete with Nintendo and Sony. So before you even complain about the bias in the industry, how about you go on Phil Spencer's words and ask him why they can't compete?
Yo, Bond, why you not listening? Ain't nobody complaining about it. We're acknowledging that bias exists. How you gonna tell me that bias doesn't exist?
Saying that the Cowboys aren't as good as the Eagles isn't a bias. It's a fact. Period.
What are you?
Hey,
What's
Doc,
your favorite Xbox game?
What's my favorite Xbox game of all time or currently right now?
No, this generation.
Of this generation,
Yeah.
probably Flight Simulator or Gears Tactics.
Okay, you said Flight Simulator. There's nothing on the PlayStation like Flight Simulator.
And?
Do you think that game got the recognition it deserved?
Nigga, Flight Simulator's been around forever. It's been around
Exactly, that's a
since
no.
before PlayStation.
Exactly, that's a no.
So
Exactly,
where's the
that's a no.
bias then?
Exactly, that's a no. Exactly.
Exactly, there's no bias.
No, did it get the recognition it deserved?
Yes.
Are you serious, Bond? Bro, I can't talk to Bond, bro. He's lying right now.
It's highly rated, right?
Bro,
It's highly rated.
Bro.
First of all, hold on.
Yeah, what game award did that win? What game award did it win? What game award did it win? What game award did it win?
Conversation first.
What game award did it win?
But no, hold on.
No.
Get out of here, bro.
Let me finish this
Go
real
ahead.
quick. You
Get outta here,
expect
bro.
one of the most realistic simulation games.
Here we go.
in
Here's
the
a caveat, chat.
industry,
Here we go,
in-
chat.
in
Here's
the
a caveat.
industry to be
There you go. That's
recognized
exactly
by
what they do.
average casual gamers. Do you
Not by
see?
average
Do you
casual
see
gamers.
any of
Jesus
these
Christ.
racing sims that JGOT plays get that are like super simulators that you're in a cockpit like you're playing MechWarrior?
Arsenio Corset.
Do you see any of these
Yo,
games being
People
nominated?
in the chat, bro.
No.
Even people in the chat, bro. Yes, it got rated high. You're right. But what award did it win?
Sims
Forza
typically don't get
Horizon 5 got
awards.
rated high.
Sims typically don't get that
Kind
type of stuff,
typically
though.
don't get.
Exactly. The Xbox
Oh
tax.
my-
Let's go.
Dog, no.
He
ra-
said, "Let's
no
go."
Damn.
No racing. There's been no racing sim that's been out here either.
Yeah, my nigga said,
Why
"Let's
not?
go."
Why not? Why not?
Because
Why
those
not?
games are not
Because-
mainstream
Because
like that.
here's why. Because
Oh my
those
lord.
kind of
Bro, y'all making every
simulators,
single excuse.
Hold on, let Bob
those
finish. Go
kind
ahead.
of those kind of simulators don't appeal to the mass market people. Whenever you have a game where the true way to play a game,
Oh my God! Shut
requires
up,
you to
Bond.
buy
Bond, I'm
pedals,
sorry,
hear me
Bond.
out
If that's the
before I
case,
boot
then
your
Call of
ass.
Duty should have won every single
Let
year.
him hold on, Doc. Let him
Call of
Doc.
Duty should've won every
Doc,
single
let him
year.
finish. Doc, let him
Master
finish.
Appeal?
Like I said,
come
hear me
on,
out,
see?
boot your ass. Anyway, like I was saying, before this dumbass nigga keeps running his mouth talking.
Did he server boot him?
That's the third boot this quarter, nigga.
Like I was saying before.
You got to stop server booting people, bro.
Well, you gotta invite guests to have house.
No, you got to like, bro. If you want to kick them out for a second, that's cool. Stop server booting them.
Well, he can learn his lesson now, like the last guy.
Now I gotta
anyway,
invite
like
him
I was saying, no game. Wait, let me finish my point before you invite this dumb nigga back. Any game that requires me to have a throttle, pedals, and a flight stick, or a cockpit, a steering wheel, and pedals, or any of these other crazy simulation games, that's not going to appeal to enough people to make it on any Game of the Year list. I'm sorry. It's the same reason why you won't ever see a VR game on any Game of the Year list.
Hey, watch
you
your
have
mouth.
to buy an expensive peripheral.
Hey, BG, you gotta drag him down.
Yeah, hold on.
I got a question for Dark as well. Does he?
Like,
does
we
he
let
really-
that nigga speak the whole
He not in
time,
here
but when
yet.
it comes time to speak, he wants to keep interrupting.
Hello.
Yo,
Doc,
Doc,
this is
just
about
stop
you,
it.
Billy. This is
Just
about
don't.
you, Billy.
When Bod talk, just don't interrupt him. All right.
Thank you.
My bad, Bon. I'm sorry. My bad. I'm just excited, you know.
I got a question for Doc Dart. Do you feel like people actually like subscription services and wanted them? You mentioned that as in like when Xbox did it, we hated it, but now we love them. Like, is that what you were implying?
All I know is that now that Sony is digging deeper into subscription service, I know that the tone definitely changed about subscription service.
Everyone hates the changes they've been making and the fact that they even incorporated that, right? No one like whooped for joy when they made us start paying for shit.
Hold on,
And
who's
you got
talking right
people.
now? Is that you, Jack?
This is about you, Billy.
But Billy, I'm listening to you, brother, and I'm like, man, that's awesome that you feel that way, but I must have a wrong echo chamber. Matter of fact, I'm gonna follow you on Twitter because that's not the stuff I see. I'm gonna follow your YouTube channel because that's not the stuff I see, brother. That's not the stuff I see, brother. Maybe it might be just my echo chamber, but everything that I see, no way, bro.
Well, you got
no way.
hold up, Jack. Hey, Jack, you right here. You're an aficionado in the hate that you have for the PlayStation subscription services. No,
I'm not a fan personally. No.
And why aren't you a fan?
It's a long list.
I got an hour? Yeah, I got an hour. Go ahead.
Yeah, it just ain't hitting no shit, man.
Okay, but did y'all see a difference from when Sony started doing stuff? Y'all don't feel like Sony could do anything and there's no problem?
I'm telling you, nobody wanted it.
People have been upset at Sony for a lot of the recent changes they've been made to online.
Do you remember like Jack?
Bro,
remember when PlayStation Plus?
Y'all follow them, bro.
Hey Jack, remember when PlayStation Plus was when it was first introduced, right? Niggas was like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess they got a service. Why the fuck I need that? We not paying for online,
Alex.
right? Huh?
Say it right. Niggas
was like, I'm not paying nothing. We play for free online, right? What was the one thing that happened to where everyone even looked at PlayStation Plus way? Remember when the shit went down?
Oh,
and then it was like, oh, yeah. And it was like, oh, yeah, we can give y'all two. That was the first time they was like, okay, a free game. All right, bet, cool, shit like that. Like, it took a few things for us to even look premium way. And then they made it to where it was de facto if you need it for online. But even still, niggas was always complaining there's no good games worth having this service for. And the games we got was fucking 4, 5, 6, 7 months old. So it's never been a thing. We're like, thank you, Sony, for saving us with the service. No one has ever wanted it.
I see the issue, Dark. You talking about people you communicate on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
You're not gonna get a logical conversation on Twitter, Mike. You might as well hang that shit up, man. So that's a problem.
I mean, if the person ain't willing to put their face on a camera, you might as well just consider their thoughts, views, and opinions irrelevant.
Xbox Taz, let's go. That was fine.
That's right.
So, but specifically for the games, you think there's also attacks for the games? Because this all stemmed from Starfield not being nominated for Game of the Year. So you think it should have been?
No, not necessarily. But I think that it wasn't just on the merit of whether or not they like the game or not. So, because there's other things that I feel got snubbed for Game of the Year.
Like
Hogwarts Legacy, right?
We know why that got snubbed.
Exactly. So here's the thing, right? If we already know that there's certain things that can influence whether or not something gets in, why would we deny that there's a possibility that there could be an Xbox tax?
Well,
again, even if it's warranted, because I'm gonna tell you right now, when I played Rise Son of Rome, Everyone that told me that game was bad was wrong.
It's bad.
I enjoyed the hell out of the game.
That
Okay,
game
that's
is
cool.
bad.
I'm glad you feel that way, right?
But like, you
When-
really
when
gonna
I-
compare a game like that to like God of War?
Well, why would I compare it though?
Exactly, you can't. That's the whole point.
Why would I No. God of War, which one? Because I didn't even finish Ragnarok. I got bored.
2018
That's a boring
or
game.
Ragnarok.
2018 was good. Yeah, 2018 was good. No, Ragnarok was boring. I got bored of it.
What do you mean? Why would you compare? That's the whole point you're making. Comparing one group of games to another group of games, and saying one group of games is tax. That's why you have to compare.
I think Doc wants the games to be judged. That Xbox games to be judged on their own merits and not
That's
in
not
comparison.
how gaming has ever been judged. Gaming has always been judged based on the competition, and not just between platform holders.
Yeah, but if
it's
that's
been
the
judged
case,
on the
if that's the
you
case,
gotta let me finish my sentence.
go ahead,
at
go ahead,
least,
go ahead,
how
go ahead,
good.
go ahead, go ahead,
I'm
go ahead,
saying
my bad,
games
bad.
haven't just been judged basically like Sega, Genesis versus Super Nintendo, or PS1, Saturn, and N64 versus each other. Like the companies are. It's also like grounded on third party. Like, rest assured that Baldur's Gate is definitely going to raise the standards of RPGs in the future. Same with the new Cyberpunk and everything. And you know, The Witcher raised standards of RPGs to a degree that when the second game came out, it was completely inexcusable.
See, that sounds nice, Bond. That sounds nice. What
It
you just said there
doesn't sound nice.
sounds
That's
nice.
reality.
It's not reality, because if it was reality, Nintendo would be winning everything.
They do win everything.
Bond, are you guys just gonna let him stay there?
I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, Nintendo is on top when it comes to most things. I don't know.
Well, Metroid Remastered wasn't on that list, and that's one of the highest rated games.
Metroid Remastered was on a Game of the Year nomination.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was a Game of the Year nomination? You sure about that?
Let me double check.
You talking about last year or year before or something?
But even if it wasn't, Nintendo had another game nominated. So, but I'm saying like there's no metric in gaming
No.
now.
You're not listening to what I'm saying. It's not. So will they only have one nomination?
No, they've had multiple. They've had years with multiple nominations, like this year.
No. For a Game of the Year, you can only have one company one game.
No,
Nintendo
has two games this year.
Sony had two before as well.
Okay, so again, what's beating all the games that Nintendo has dropped this year?
Hold on, I'm confused by your question. You said Nintendo isn't winning. I said Nintendo is. So
No.
what's your counter-argument?
I'm not saying that Nintendo's not winning, because you made it seem as if the games are judged on against other games. Also, if that was the case, then Nintendo would win everything. Is what I'm saying. Because Nintendo has the highest rated games. Nintendo has the highest selling games, and no one can dispute that. The highest rated games
and that's why their games get nominated pretty much every year.
But they shouldn't lose. They shouldn't lose if that's the case.
That's not. I mean, I don't think that's the case.
Do you think Game of the Year should go based on
it's
sales?
Not the case. Exactly.
What wins is a different argument because it's up to the people. But what gets nominated is what gets nominated.
And that's done by who?
It's not one thing that determines the winner or the nominees. It's multiple factors, and that's just one of the factors.
That's why I take the nomination probably more serious than Game of the Year. If your game gets nominated, it's considered one of the best games of the year. I mean, that says enough on its own, to be honest.
So
let me break this down. Let me break this down. Let me see how I can put this. Okay. Tears of the Kingdom. What game's better than that?
I don't think any game this year, in my opinion.
Okay, so that game's gonna win. All right, Metroid Prime came out February 8th, 2023. What game is better than that?
No, wait.
Metroid Prime Remastered.
I was talking about the Metroid Return of Samus.
No.
I
said Metroid Prime Remastered. Yes, Metroid Prime Remastered.
I did not think you were talking. I don't consider that anything. That was not nominated.
Why not? It got a 94 Metacritic score.
It's a remaster.
It's one of the highest rated games.
It's a remaster of a GameCube game.
Oh, got it. So now another stipulation. I like that.
There's stipulations for everything, though, Doc. There's always stipulations.
Exactly. And then Xbox tax is a stipulation.
No.
Thank you.
Come on.
Thank you.
Metroid didn't get nominated. It's a straight remaster of a GameCube game. It's an up-res GameCube game.
Hey, all you're doing is changing the word bias to tax. That's all you're doing.
Because that's what it is.
But
exactly.
Then you can say you got PlayStation tag.
Okay, look. Here's the thing, right? There's stipulations for everything. There are certain games, no matter regardless of the score, will never get nominated. A sim racer could literally come out at a 97. It's not going to get nominated because it's a racer. That's just one. It may not be right, but that's just how things. That's how things are.
Thank you, BG.
same
Thank
with
you.
sports
The
games.
Xbox tax. Thank
But
you.
but we're
It
but
may
we,
not be right. It may not be right, but it is
I
what
did
it
cut my
is.
game off. Oh,
but for something just being associated with Xbox, I don't necessarily think that's been shown or proven. That's why games don't make it, is because. So you think if Starfield, if they never bought Bethesda, do you think Starfield would have been nominated?
If Starfield was multi-plat, it would have definitely been nominated.
All right. All right.
What?
All
If
right.
Starfield was multi-plat, it would have had a higher score, and it definitely would have been nominated.
What's
Bro,
the highest number of potatoes you carried around?
Starfield is multi-plat though.
Oh my God, Bond!
Well,
You know
well,
what
he
I
means
mean,
on
Bond.
PlayStation.
Bond, you know what I mean,
Doesn't
Bond.
matter.
You
It
know
is
what I mean,
multi-plat,
Bond. You
so that
see what I'm
argument is
saying?
gone. And
You see what I'm
first of
saying?
all,
So then God of War,
Bethesda,
Spider-Man has
all
multi-plat
Bethesda
too, then.
games are known for
Come
PC
on.
first, not Xbox or PlayStation.
What is that? There you go. That's the Xbox tax. He's literally showing you right now.
No, it's
He
not
can't
an
give Xbox
Xbox.
any credit, right? He literally had to change the whole conversation. Bond is literally doing it right now. Are you guys not seeing it?
I feel like
He
it's a
doesn't even see that.
conspiracy.
He's
I'm not
Hold
going
on.
PG, how can Starfield be an Xbox tax when it's more of a PC game than an Xbox game?
Bro, are you listening to
All
this?
Bethesda games are mainly PC games.
Bro, he's gonna
pretend.
He's gonna pretend.
Period.
He's gonna pretend like this wasn't a big Wow, that's crazy,
The
Bond.
game was big. Every Bethesda
BG, he's literally
game
doing it
is
in front
bigger.
of you. Chat, he's literally
Every
doing it in front of you.
Bethesda game is bigger on PC
He's literally doing it right
than
now.
consoles.
Okay, let me get
He's
this in.
literally doing
Let me get this in.
to use
Pause.
wet wipe.
That is
Yo,
a fact.
come on, bro. Yo, all right, let me say this. Look, I don't believe there's an Xbox tax, right? What I do believe when it comes to games being considered, exceptional, amazing, game of the year quality, there is a mold though. And I said this, I was watching Game On Daily, and I said this to Gaz, through Super Chat. There's a mold. It's how let's take Bond. Like Bond likes to use women, for example. Bond has a certain type of woman.
And sports.
Yeah, right. There's certain criteria that the industry has. Like for Bond, he says, they got to be able to run 2 miles.
They
For
gotta
gaming,
have real hair. They can't be fed.
Exactly. For gaming, it's not that they prefer or dislike. There's not like they dislike Xbox, but the Xbox games typically don't fall into the mold, right? The mold is, and can be, for example, a game that's, and the mold is different for like PlayStation has a mold, Nintendo has a mold. Like the PlayStation mold, yeah, and not only the PlayStation mold, because third parties do this too. It's the high production, story driven, high visual fidelity, that type of thing. That is a mold. That is a event. But hold on, that is a mold that lends to what people consider quality for game of the year. For Nintendo, it's kind of a different mold, but there is a mold. But so Xbox games typically don't fall into that model or mold. But listen, but it's not against Xbox. It's just what the industry likes and prefers. And so so as an Xbox fan, I think y'all have to decide what's more important to y'all. Do y'all want Xbox to make games that fall into the mold just to win an award? Or if these games are really that good to y'all, then that should be more important than the award. Because Xbox is, I'm sorry, the type of games Xbox makes, like for example, Starfield, that would have been probably an easy game of the year winner like 10 years ago. But things shift and things change. And what the industry looks at as amazing is not that no more. That's what I think is going on.
All right, BG, so have you ever heard of something called the Xbox stench?
From Jay Bari, yeah.
Anybody else ever heard that? The Xbox stench?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've had a lot of stenches. We had the Wii U stench. We had the PS3 stench here. We have the multiplayer stench of PlayStation. We have the GS stench.
I've never heard any of those other ones that you mentioned. But you've been doing this longer than me. You've been doing this longer than me. You've been doing this longer than me. I've never heard.
We've had the Rumble stench when Sony fans didn't like Rumble because they only had the 6-act. There's been a lot of stinky, dirty, filthy, disgusting trash bag things here on YouTube over the years.
Okay, so with all that
Like the
being
way that
said, what BG, what you said was 100% correct. And when I look at it, right, because I own 2 PS5s. I have 2 PS5s in my house, okay? I know what type of games I'm gonna play on my PS5, and when I
Mhm.
buy a game on the PS5, I'm expecting even me, Jack Moves. So listen, I'm already expecting I'm expecting the game to look amazing. That I know I'm gonna get that, a beautiful looking game. I'm expecting the game to run incredibly well. I'm already expecting that, right? So I know what I'm gonna get out of that, right? When I look at my Xbox, which I play the most, and I do play on a subscription service, I love Game Pass. I know exactly what I'm gonna get right there as well. I'm going to get an amazing variety of games, both new and old, different experiences that I can try, for the most part carefree, because $15 a month doesn't affect me. Now, I know Bond is going to call me a brokey, and that's perfectly fine. I will be a brokey when it comes to video games and spend my money everywhere else. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't bother me, okay? But being able to do that, I can see the benefit of having both an Xbox and having a PlayStation. In an ideal world, I would want one box to do all of it. So if Xbox ever comes out and puts Game Pass on PlayStation, that's perfect. That's beautiful. I have no problems, no issue with that. One box would make it ideal. But to sit here and pretend that throughout this generation, the Xbox hasn't been, and again, whether it's right or not, regardless, hasn't been attacked and all their games and all this other stuff. Come on now, man. You can see it. It is what it is.
Look,
somebody just got dropped.
That was Bond. Look, I don't think there's a tax just for being
BG,
associated.
swallow that.
Relax. I don't think there's a tax for being associated with Xbox. But it's like Phil Spencer said, right? In that interview, he did say that, like, they're willing to take risk and take chances, and sometimes that might turn out to be games that are like rated 60 or rated 70, right? And the type of games they make are not these games that are like supposed to be like these clean, super polished, technical masterpieces. So that if you want to make the case that the type of games they tend to make doesn't help them or don't fall into like the industry standard, you would be right. But I don't think that's an Xbox tax. That's just what the industry prefers and what the industry likes and what the industry is praising. Because there was a point where other things were, times were different, where this is not the type of game that would have been praised and and all that stuff. So things just change, bro. It's not against Xbox, because I could bet you Hellblade, I think with Hellblade 2 that comes out next year, I think that's a guaranteed Game of the Year nominee. As long as like they improve the combat, I think that gets nominated, and that's associated with Xbox now. But it checks all the boxes. If you check all the boxes for Game of the Year, regardless of what platform you're associated with, you're going to be nominated. But I think you do have to check the boxes.
But
Go ahead.
I just want to say something real quick. In regards to the Game Awards, I don't think it was Xbox tax or Xbox bias. I just feel like this has been a very strong year in gaming, and Xbox, even though they had a couple good games, Hi-Fi Rush, Starfield, they didn't have anything that really stand up to the games that got nominated. In a weaker year, I would have absolutely bet money that we would have seen at least one of those games nominated. But I will say this, when it comes to social media and like overall gaming journalism, I have seen, and I feel like most of us can agree, there is some level of an Xbox bias. It's just a fact. It's just a fact.
No.
I'm not an Xbox guy. I'm not
not.
sitting here saying everybody's bashing on Xbox, but we have seen it where people will straight up shit on a game just for its affiliation with Xbox. Even bro, some of us do it. We just got to be real.
If y'all
But
really
when it comes to the Game Awards, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case with the Game Awards. I really don't.
If y'all really think that the media and everybody is against Xbox, you have no argument, because it was 10 times worse.
That's not what I'm saying. It's not everybody. It's not like the whole media.
But I'm saying whatever you're complaining about was 10 times worse on the PlayStation 3 and 20 times worse in regards to the Wii U. And that's not even debatable. There was an entire disappointment timeline against the PlayStation 3. Gabe Newell literally came out and said, this shit isn't even a console. It needs to be redone and scrapped. Like, the industry was wholly against the PlayStation 3.
So was there a PlayStation tax?
Exactly.
No, there wasn't. You know what Sony did? Sony said, hey, we're going to start making good games. And lo and behold, they changed things around and they outbeat the Xbox 360 because that's how you get good perception. You make a quality product. You don't bitch and complain about attacks. You say, why doesn't the market like my games? Why don't I appeal to the market?
You really have
then
problems
why don't I make high quality products that appeal to the market?
Bro, you really have a problem listening, Bond. Listen, bro. I agree with you, but you're not listening. I don't want Xbox to complain about the tax. The same way that Sony didn't complain about the perception. Sony fixed
Sony
it,
did
right?
complain.
Right?
Sony did complain.
So there is a Sony tax. You just said no, there's not. You know what Sony did? Come on, man. Don't you guys listening? How come nobody says anything to
But hold on,
Bond?
is it a tax if there's reason? But wait, is it a tax if there's reason for it though?
They complained because it was factual. Nobody wanted to fuck around with that self-processor. But like, yes, people can complain, but if dog shit tastes like dog shit, it's a valid complaint.
Yeah.
So they changed the self-processor?
No, they had the.
They did it, Bond. What are you talking about?
They
That
changed
gonna
other
make me
things.
go crazy here, bro. Y'all doing this
Relax.
every week. Listen to
You can't change the cell processor. You have to make better games.
What did they change then? They heard a complaint about the cell processor.
They made better games.
They made dog shit. Come on, man.
And guess what happened when they made better games? Gabe Newell got back on stage and said, "Oh, hey, we're making a partnership with PlayStation." They went from saying that the Sony PS3 is an abomination that should not have been made to releasing Valve games on the PS3 with they allowed you. What they do allow you to link like your PSN with your Steam account and everything.
Yeah.
That's how you change perception.
But hold on, Doc. Hold on, Doc. Doc, hold on. Here's my thing,
he's
right?
Wilding, bro.
Doc, here's my thing, right?
He literally admitted that there's a
hold on.
Bro, he's wilding right now.
But my thing is, it's tax and it's bias in a bad way. If it's for no reason, we can't act like some people's dislike of the Xbox is just out of thin air. Like people just wake up and like, oh, I don't like Xbox because it's Xbox. I don't. That's not the case. There's a reason for it. So if there's a reason for it, I don't think it's a tax. That is like if I dislike somebody because
the Starfield hate.
They don't. It's not a great game. It's a good game, but it's not a great game.
Like, it's a good, bro. The way they were shitting on that game, you'd have thought it was a dog shit. Fucking people. That game got a 7 out of 10, and people were talking about it as if it was a 3 out of 10.
It's like, but
you know how many Sony games got 7 out of 10 reviews? Horizon,
like I said before,
like what are you?
Bethesda hasn't made a quality game that's at the higher echelons of all of gaming in 11 years. So this game was going to get all the criticism, good, bad, or otherwise. The game was going to be under a microscope, just like Cyberpunk was. When you make a game like The Witcher 3, you know your next game's going to have high expectations. And
Cyberpunk launched broken, and people were still dick eating the game.
No.
Bro, Cyberpunk launched broken, and
you just see all those journalists with their fucking yellow chairs and niggas talking about this is the greatest RPG.
Exactly.
They played the PC version though.
Yeah, we're not talking about Yong Ye, who destroyed voice acting, and we're not talking about bald, dark ass, milk dud ass, raisinette ass looking niggas that complain about people. Sorry.
This is what I want to say. Like when you take something we all shouldn't like a TCL TV, everybody shits on them, right? Like we acknowledge like it's some poverty level TV. Bro. But there's not a TCL. There's not a TCL tax. People just admit like, there's a reason why we not effing with TCL TVs. They're kind of garbage. So I'm not saying Xbox is, and I'm not saying Xbox is garbage. I'm just saying there is a reason why people stand where they stand with Xbox. It's not out of thin air.
Again, I think we're talking in circles. So you made a video, BG, saying that there is no Xbox tax, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. And then you came here and you said that the Xbox tax is warranted if that's the reason why there's a tax. I'm agreeing with you. I said in the beginning of my soliloquy, I said that if it was because of that they haven't produced great quality games to the masses, or like you said, BG, to the people that are voting this stuff, if they haven't done it, then that's on them. But if it's like, okay, oh, here comes another Xbox game. Let's go ahead and take a look at what this is. This better be amazing, right? They don't get the benefit of the doubt, right? That's okay. But it's acknowledging that there is a tax. It's acknowledging that there is a bias. There's a bias in everything in life, guys. Come on now.
I don't think that's what it is. If you football, if a receiver goes out there and drops 5 passes and then he don't get no more passes, he can't be like, oh man, they don't like me for no reason. It's just, no, bro, you dropped 4 passes. Like, so we not about to throw you more. And yeah, we're going to treat the other receiver better than you because he drops passes less than you do. Like, I'm just saying this, the name that y'all are attaching to this thing is wrong. Like the tax, the bias.
You just don't like the word tax.
Yeah, it's the wording
like
is wrong.
I argue that Sony games are more harshly criticized than Xbox games.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Is Xbox and PlayStation looked at? Is Xbox and PlayStation looked at differently? Yes, but there is valid reason for it.
There you go.
There's valid reason.
So
that's the only thing I'm saying.
So we agree.
Yeah.
There is a tax.
Yeah.
You just believe there's a valid reason for the tax.
Sony's games are looked at as a higher level than Microsoft games, so they are graded at a higher curve, and people are way more scrutinizing against those games. Let's be real.
But when you say people, are you talking about?
I'm talking about the industry at a whole. It's like, look,
because the gaming media loves Spider-Man. They had practically no complaints. A lot of the things that Jack mentioned that were valid criticisms of the game, you never would have saw in most of the reviews.
Because they didn't feel that way.
But what are you talking about?
But that's my point.
They didn't feel that way.
My point is this.
I feel like it's the opposite for Xbox. They bring out the microscopes.
Exactly.
Sony is Steph Curry. If Steph Curry drops 50, it's another night at the office. Nobody, whatever. Steph dropped 50.
Yo, Bond is literally the example of what we're talking about, guys. And he doesn't even see it.
Xbox is like Tyrese Maxey. Nobody expects Tyrese to drop 50. But if he drops 50, it's a way bigger deal because it never really happens.
If that was the case, then Starfield would have been a 10 out of 10, bro. What are you talking about?
Because Starfield is not. Here's the problem with Starfield. It's not one of the better games, even in its own genre. And Phantom Liberty had just came out before Starfield and definitely fucked up its reviews. Because you can't have Phantom Liberty come out and then what did that rate? Like in the 90s? And you can't put Starfield better than that if it's in the same exact genre.
Hey, Bond, did you see any bugs in Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't see that in any of the reviews.
I've seen them in plenty of reviews.
The report is that...
really?
Gene Park said when he reviewed the game, he said he didn't have any bugs.
I mean,
they already confirmed that the day one patch is what caused all those bugs. So that's why none of the journalists encountered them.
I never had any bugs in the first 8 hours of the game. But that doesn't mean I never experienced any bugs. None of the bugs were game-breaking or distracting like a typical Bethesda game.
And that's funny that you said that because I played Starfield. I'm on New Game Plus 3, and I haven't had a game-breaking bug. I haven't had no bug. The same thing that you just said.
Bugs
the same thing that you said. I haven't had any bugs that gotten in the way either.
Really?
So now what? Yeah, really. And you can look up. Okay. I had 5 days in that game.
Cool.
We know
that.
30 minutes to Spider-Man. 30 minutes to Spider-Man, I ran into a bug. Now
what bugs you run into?
I fell through the damn map. I actually got it clipped. My gunson was playing with me.
Can I ask y'all a question real quick though?
Go ahead.
Do y'all seriously think that there was no change in the way people look at Bethesda games or Starfield specifically when it became an Xbox exclusive? The reason I'm asking, people always say Fallout 4 is mid and it's probably one of the worst Fallout games in the series. But that game got an 87 on Metacritic and it was nominated for Game of the Year. Starfield didn't get judged that same way. Even people feel like Fallout 4 is not a good game, and it did that. So that's my question.
Y'all have how long have you been around YouTube, Wonton?
About I'll say like the last 10 years or so.
Okay, so let me tell you a story about Bethesda. When Bethesda started coming out with what came before Skyrim? Oblivion, Fallout, New Vegas, Skyrim. The industry reviewers and everything, they used to look at the bugs in Bethesda as something cute, something charming. Oh, that's just the way Bethesda games are.
Things change.
We accept these bugs. And I remember it night and day. Shokyo was like, nah, the standards are about to change because other developers are making these open world RPGs. And now Bethesda's little quirkiness, their goofball shit, their old ass engines, it's not going to be cute anymore. It's not going to be charming anymore. They need to update their engine. And that's exactly what happened.
I agree.
Just as Shokyo said.
That's what I think happened with Starfield. I think the industry standards, because in between, like, you know, Bethesda games, I think the industry standard changed, and they still making the same type of game they made in 2010.
Yep.
That's what happened.
And here's another thing. And BG brought up this good point. If GTA 6 comes out as some extension of GTA 5, it's going to get treated the same way because shit has changed in the last 10 years. And BG's been making videos and talking about it, that GTA 6 can't come out and have shooting mechanics and driving and maneuvering mechanics and controls like GTA 5. It has to actually be a playable game.
I agree, but we also have to realize majority of not only just the gaming media, but everybody in social media and everything, regardless, they're gonna dickie GTA 6. But I agree. I see what you're saying.
People dictated Skyrim and what's the other, Oblivion. But like I said, shit changes. There was a time when Nintendo was on top. Then there was a time they weren't. There was a time Sony was on top. There was a time Sony wasn't. There was the same with Microsoft when they were on top of the 360. Then they weren't. Like, shit comes and goes on all directions. No one company stays on top forever. Look at it right now. Sony made every right move with the PlayStation 4 after the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
But like clockwork, once, I swear to God, I don't understand this with any gaming company. You can do Sony, Nintendo, Xbox, CD Projekt Red, or whatever. When niggas get on top, they get too comfortable and they start doing dumb shit. And that's what Sony's doing right now with the PlayStation 5.
Yeah, I just think the industry caught up with Bethesda. That's honestly what I feel like. It has nothing to do with the fanboys on Twitter. Absolutely, they were shitting on Starfield and Bethesda because Xbox got them. Absolutely, but the industry, I don't think they care. I think they've played from the time Bethesda released their last game, similar to Starfield. A lot of games have come out, and a lot of games have set the standard. And y'all game is still how it was when we played it a decade ago, and they're saying this doesn't fly no more because we played some way better shit since then, dog. You can't do this no more. That's what I honestly think is happening.
I feel you, BG. Wasn't there a few times where IGN was talking about like a third-party game and forgot to mention that it's also available on Xbox? Didn't that happen a few times?
I guess I don't really listen to IGN's.
No, but I believe you. A few times. Yeah, okay. So stuff like that, when stuff like that happens, I don't know, man. I think we're all saying the same thing. It's just the justification for it, which I agree with you. If the standard is different, the standard is different. If you're expecting something from Xbox, it is what it is. Xbox is the one that has to fix it. That's it. But to pretend like there's no bias at all, like we haven't seen any biases at all, to me is ridiculous. And these people, the industry, as you say, BG, is still people. It's still people. And we've seen people on Twitter. I know we're talking about Twitter and all that stuff, but we've seen developers come out and say crazy stuff, and then they end up looking stupid.
At the end of the day, they all have their preferred platform.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know the reason why people turned on Bethesda? Do you know what event occurred? And it was well before Microsoft bought Bethesda.
The mods.
I think Xbox.
It was the Bethesda launcher, and Bethesda trying to stop mods on their game. That's when the tide turned.
You goddamn right.
Not when Microsoft bought them. It was when they were doing anti-consumer things and they were treating their fan base differently than they've always treated them. They promised their fans. They were serving their fans vanilla, chocolate, and strawberry ice cream, and created an ice cream all the time to, hey, you can only get chocolate and vanilla, no strawberry, and you can't create your own shit anymore.
Yeah, I think Xbox. What I think Xbox, has to continually do, you gotta make some bulletproof games, right? Meaning,
I like that, BG. Yes,
you gotta make some games that even the haters, because there are some games that I like. I think Ori is one of them. And I think Cuphead is another one that were associated with Xbox. I don't care how much of a hater you are, you can't deny those games. So I think they have to continue, especially on the AAA level. They have to make bulletproof games that, to the point where if you try to like talk bad about this game, people look at you like you're stupid. Because there are games like that where, yeah, if there are games like if you go on Twitter right now and say so and so game is bad, people are not even taking you serious. You can't even troll it. They have to make some bulletproof games where the industry is like, we have no choice but to respect this. Our bias, if it exists, we just gonna look stupid.
Yeah, gotta take that out here. Correct.
So that's what I think Xbox kind of got to do. It may be a tough challenge, but they got to stop. And I understand, like, Phil Spencer and the way they create games is very different from PlayStation. PlayStation be kind of like, award and trophy baiting, where every game they make damn near is almost like they want to achieve a 90 Metacritic. That's kind of how they design games.
The main problem with the Xbox is this. It's consistency. People expect good games out of Sony. People expect consistently good games out of Nintendo. There really isn't no consistency with Microsoft. It's just a bunch of games thrown out there, and then every once in a while, you'll get a high-quality game. When's the last time Microsoft legitimately strung together 2 good game releases? It hasn't happened in the longest time. And we have to be real.
Whoa. Forza Horizon 5 and Halo Infinite?
Yeah, Halo Infinite was not good. Let's not kid ourselves.
What?
But,
it's a debatable.
What are you talking
but
about?
That's the problem.
Look at the Metacritic score.
Doc,
Look
that's
at
the problem. It's a debatable.
No. It's not debatable. Look at the score. If we're going to go by the industry now, or now we're not going to go by the industry. You see what I'm saying, chat? You see what I'm saying, chat? Now we're not going to go by the industry.
Why you keep yelling at Jack?
Bro, I don't care, bro. You know what, Jack? Go open the damn refrigerator. Hey, Bond, go open the damn refrigerator. Go buy a refrigerator, damn it.
In college.
Damn.
Is nobody cares
Bond
about
is the
Halo.
old man of everything he brings back to 1995. Bond, where's 2023? All your arguments, you have to go back to those arcs.
You want to hear the reality of the Xbox situation? The Xbox brand hasn't been good since the first half of the 360. From the last half of the 360 until now, they've been in a steady decline.
We gotta move on.
No, BG, hold on, BG. The last thing I'm gonna say, there are literally people like Bond that are in the industry that are making these moves.
Possible.
So, no, I can see you, and they don't even see it. Bond doesn't even
Halo
see it.
Infinite, dog. It's a dead
How does
game.
nobody care? Bro, season 5. Are you serious? Season 5. Are you serious? Are you guys listening?
Are you grabbing your head right now?
No, I didn't do anything.
I'm losing my head, bro. I'm losing my mind, bro. He just seems like season 5 just dropped, bro. Bro, how you let this
Mom about to make a video about
bro. It was just July of this year that Halo lost 98% of its player base. Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my God, Bond, are you serious now, bro?
Yeah.
BG, are you gonna try to make Bulletproof Gaming like a new hot ticket line? Are you gonna do that?
This is crazy.
That's pretty good.
You said it like 4 times.
I think it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good,
new video title.
I'm coining that. Yeah, bulletproof.
Bulletproof. You gotta wear your Ghost Rider jacket.
Like, are y'all old enough to remember when Halo was the top multiplayer game out? Now it struggles to get 10,000 players a day.
Now it's Microsoft Simulator. Right, bud?
Wait. Oh, damn. Listen, man.
There's a reason why Microsoft bought Call of Duty. Halo wasn't getting it done.
we gotta move on, man.
Yo, BG, you gonna let him say that?
What do you want me to do?
They didn't buy it because of King and because of mobile gaming. That's how you know Bond doesn't know anything he's talking about.
Oh my
God. Call of Duty was not the biggest thing of that deal.
Call of Duty was the biggest thing they got in that thing. Let's be
serious. Are you out of your mind? Yo, hey, Bond officially does not know what he is talking about. He is the old man of this podcast. Mobile gaming is the reason why they put this.
We an hour and 20 minutes in.
Mobile gaming does not affect console gaming. When it comes to the consoles, when it comes to selling home hardware, Call of Duty is king of multiplayer. It may be a trash game.
You see how he just changed the argument? I didn't even argue that. That's not what I argued, Bond. Let's not change the argument, Bond. Don't try to change the argument, but that's not what I argue.
We gotta
What's
move
the most
on.
important thing of that deal?
Let me ask you a question,
Come on,
right?
man, bro.
In regards to this purchase, was Microsoft in court exchanging barbs about mobile gaming or about Call of Duty? Was Microsoft trying to make deals with Sony and Nintendo about Call of Duty or about mobile gaming? Thank you.
Because that's what the idiots of no, thank you. That's because that's what the idiots of Sony tried to argue. So you got to go against the argument.
Sony, let's
Come on, bro.
That's your
Come on,
opinion.
bro.
None of these big companies cared about mobile gaming. It was all about Call of Duty. The courts, the legislators, all those hidden documents, all those unearthed
They were worried about
NDAs,
cloud
that
gaming.
was all about
Bond, they were
Call
worried
of
about
Duty.
cloud gaming. They were worried about cloud
And
gaming. What are you talking about?
Call of Duty.
We gotta move
Oh
on.
my
Nobody
God,
was
Bond.
talking about. None of those court documents was mobile gaming ever mentioned. Let's be real.
You know why Bond is saying all this, guys? Because Bond is a physical
Because it's
media
the
type
truth.
of guy, so he doesn't want to believe
Because it's the truth.
Yeah.
Unless
But
you
he's somebody said it in the chat. Bond is the definition of the Xbox tax.
Yep.
man.
The definition of the tax.
Xbox tax embodied, personified.
Jack, here's the funny thing, Jack. When I first came to YouTube, what was my preferred platform?
What does that matter? You know, talking about old stuff. Listen to him.
One of the Xbox.
Yeah, and what was the platform I was clowning the most?
PlayStation.
I believe it was PlayStation. Yeah.
Exactly, the PS3.
I was a bot. I didn't even know.
So
What does that have to do with it?
let's
I
all
don't
shut
get it.
up and not act like Microsoft hasn't been fumbling the bag for the past 15 years. They've been in steady decline. The gamers have been asking for Microsoft to do better. And what do? Give you subscription services with EBT games. Let's make good games and shut the fuck up. But we have a guy named Phil Spencer saying, oh, but even if we make good games, it's not. No, it will change things. Look at the Wii U. Look at the Switch. If you make good games, you'll change things around. But you're supporting a company and a corporation, a gaming company that says that making good games won't change anything. That is asinine. That's like a football
not what they
team.
said.
Yes, it is.
That's not what they said. They said it won't make people sell their PS5.
Saying scoring
It's
more
true,
touchdowns
Bond.
than
Learn
the
how to
other team
listen.
won't help us win.
Bond, that's not what they said.
We gotta move on. We gotta move
Yeah,
on.
Why?
we gotta move on,
right
guys.
now.
There we go.
Because I wanted to ask you before you got to go too. I wanted to ask you. You bought the you've been the the portable guy. You bought the Lenovo. What is it called?
The Legion Go.
Okay,
I heard that's good.
Lenovo Legion
the
Go.
Lenovo Legion Go.
So
And I have an Asus ROG Ally as well.
Yeah. So how was the Lenovo for you? Because you've had all of them. Yeah. Compared to the ROG, and you had a Steam Deck too, right?
I do not have a Steam Deck, but I've played the Steam Deck before. But I gotta be. I'm glad you asked me that. I gotta be fair. If you're gonna go out there and buy a Lenovo Legion Go right now, you gotta buy it understanding that it's not fully ready yet. So if you're comparing it to the Asus ROG Ally, it's not gonna be fair because the Asus ROG Ally has had plenty of updates. So even though they both have a Z1 Extreme chip in them, when you're playing games, and I'm literally like downloading the same game side by side, they're running better right now on the Asus ROG Ally because of all the updates and all that other stuff that's happening, right? But the Legion Go is still amazing, still phenomenal. That screen is better, it's bigger, it's nicer, the colors look better. As far as the resolution goes, I'll be honest with you, with the C1 Extreme, you're not going to be playing games at 1440p, 144 hertz anyways. Not any big, AAA titles or anything like that. I would say that these handheld consoles are, I don't even want to say a gateway into the future because that'd be disrespectful to Nintendo. Nintendo has been doing this, but I think Nintendo showed everybody how this is possible. Then the Steam Deck came out, and the Steam Deck is a very, streamlined experience when it comes to the handheld market. The Asus ROG Ally BG, you have one. You have to be okay with setting stuff up. Same thing with the Legion Go. You got to be okay with setting stuff up. It's not perfect. You got to give this time. It's only going to work if they support it. If they continuously give updates to it, like Asus has done with the ROG Ally, I think this is going to be phenomenal. But I said in one of my videos, BG, I will not fall into the handheld wars, console wars, or whatever. If you like a Legion Go, go ahead and get it. You like the ROG Ally, go ahead and get it. It has different pros and cons, different sizes, different things you can do with them, stuff like that. But
freaky ass.
Even the Steam Deck, so I think the Steam Deck did a good job with the OLED model. I think that was actually pretty smart, but all props goes back to Nintendo because Nintendo was the originators of this, and yeah.
You know what's crazy about all these handhelds? indirectly, this is exactly what Valve was trying to do with the Steam machine.
Yeah, yeah.
So they literally, unironically, met their goal about they wanted other companies to have a set standard of Steam machines that people could play. And indirectly, all they had to do was wait about 10 years later for it to be handheld. And essentially all these machines are offshoots of the Steam Deck, which that, you know, people can buy and play games on Steam. So they're all essentially portable Steam machines.
Are you gonna be sad when Gabe Newell dies, Bond?
I could really care less about that fat fuck. You know why? I mean,
What did he do to you?
What the hell?
Valve used to be a top 5 developer. They're not even a developer anymore. They're a storefront. They don't make games.
Hey, BG, can I ask the panel something based off of what Bond just said? I think that was pretty good. So, Bond, you just mentioned how sometimes, Valve did something maybe too far in advance. What have you guys seen in the gaming industry? You guys have been doing this longer than me. That was like, okay, that was a great idea that just didn't hit then, and people were laughing at it or thought it was stupid, but now it's hitting hard now.
Pretty much everything Nintendo came out with.
That and large scale, I would say multiplayer games, because
those have always existed on PC.
True.
If you want examples of things that people thought wouldn't take off, everything Nintendo did, analog sticks, rumble, shoulder buttons,
because there were
motion
like
controls.
There were like games like similar to like Fortnite and PUBG before those, but I think the technology wasn't there yet, and so they failed.
A good one. Sony had augmented reality before.
Nintendo did
trying
too.
to make.
Yeah, Sony had. Sony had EverQuest. Sony had They had PlanetSide.
What's that book game they had? Wasn't that a
book game? You had to use a book.
It was some shit that came out. It was at.
Wonder
It was at.
Book?
It was at. Yeah, that's what it was.
That was augmented reality. No, that was yeah.
Didn't they spend like 30 minutes on that at the showcase?
Yes.
It was at E3.
Oh god,
that was 2012. I remember that.
Disastrous.
Clowned it. People clowned
Disastrous.
Those were the bad days.
TV,
Jack. Those were the real bad days, Jack.
That wasn't the bad day because they showed the last one. They showed
it
the last
got
one
better.
right after that.
True, but prior to that, it was
right before that.
It was still slum like. It was still ghetto.
I take that any day.
Let's not get into it.
Hey, Doc Dark, what multiplayer game do you play real quick before you go?
I play Halo Infinite and I play Apex Legends.
Apex Legends, okay.
Yep.
Y'all see Blandrew?
Got it on my PC and my Xbox.
Blandrew literally just jumped into DMs, said, BG, I'm feeling sleepy. I don't really feel like being on the podcast today. Like, just dropped it on us like that.
Now this man, like
and now he mad at
was,
us?
He was saying, when can I get back on the payroll? What did Bond say? When you start coming out consistently.
I couldn't believe me.
Y'all don't give that man an Xbox tax. That's messed up.
Man literally said, I don't really feel like it when it comes to the podcast. And like, now you crazy.
I don't really.
Hey man, I got 2 hours of sleep and I still made it here.
Yeah. All right. I need to move on. There's other topics. Great discussion, guys.
Can we talk about the Portal?
Move the fuck on.
Pay your taxes. Okay, sure. Let's talk about the Portal since you here. Portal came out.
Say they made Counter-Strike 2 and Half-Life Alyx, so okay, I guess we'll give them that.
Portal came out, and I would say the reception for it has been relatively positive. Of course, mileage will vary depending on your situation at home, really. And we don't know how much stock they initially had, so maybe they thought, maybe their projections were low because it's apparently sold out everywhere. It's like hard to get, can't get it from PlayStation Direct, and it was at Best Buy and all them places, but it's sold out. That could be the low stock, or that could be the demand. We don't know. I got it.
I think they did it on purpose. I think they did it on purpose to make it
artificial
seem like there's demand.
Yeah, artificial demand. Yeah.
So I don't think it's artificial. They probably didn't. Why make a whole shit ton of things that you don't know is going to be a hit?
Well, they did that for the VR2. They had shit ton of VR2s in the store, and them shits was sitting.
That's what I'm saying.
Watch your mouth.
Like, why make a whole bunch of shit for something like at least it's VR2. This is Portal 1.
Well, they should restock because the Black Friday sale's coming up. They should restock soon.
That's probably another reason why they haven't restocked.
That's an easy stocking stuff for $200. Throw it in the stock.
They're being scalped though, aren't they? Isn't that what the mean?
I did see some reports of that.
400.
Yeah, I did see. So I got it. And so first of all, just want to warn everybody. It's all about your internet connection. That's pretty clear. It's a remote play device. If you're going to buy this, make sure that don't act like this is you're absolutely sure you're going to keep it because you don't know, right? Because you don't know exactly how it's going to perform. So I would say if you want to buy it. Preserve that box. Don't rip that up. Keep everything in place in case. Pause. In case. Well, I don't gotta pause that. In case you need to put it right.
Pause that. Wait a minute.
Yeah. In case you need to. In case you need to put it right back in the box and send it back. Treat it like a test. Treat it. Just treat it like a little rental test to see how it performs for you and on your internet connection. I think they say 5G. If you have a 5G network, it's recommended. I have FiOS. But even though I have FiOS, like your speeds when you're hardwired are much different from your speeds on Wi-Fi, which is what counts. So I put up my video. For me, it was I didn't have any issues when I walked around my house. On like once in a while on Lies of P, because I played like 4 games on it so far. On Lies of P, you would get a little bit of hitching. You might see like the a little bit pixelation once in a while. That sometimes comes in. I played Spider-Man for a little bit, and I would say the game does the screen and it just the Portal itself. It doesn't look the best when it comes to fast-paced frenetic games. Like the way I was traversing through like Spider-Man.
A lot of compression.
There was some compression, and it felt like
it 60 hertz. That screen.
I believe so. I believe 60 hertz.
It is. It is. Yeah.
And it felt like it was trying to catch up to the game. That's what it kind of felt like when I was like just flying through Spider-Man, going mad fast, swinging. It felt like the machine was still trying to catch up to the game, right? Other games like we're gonna talk about Persona 5 Tactica. That's just a strategy game. It was perfect. Right, because there's not much. It's demanding. There's not much necessarily going on. So it was good in Lies of P. It was good the only thing, like I said, the only thing I could really notice was in Spider-Man when a lot of shit was happening and it was happening fast. But as far as the comfortability of it, it's exactly what I thought it would be. When the design originally came out and we saw that it was just like a DualSense with a screen in the middle, I actually thought that was genius because, bro, if my thought always was, and with handhelds in general, if we find the controllers already comfortable, why wouldn't we just want a screen on the controller that's already made? Like I always thought that would be cool, and then they did it, and that's what it feels like. After a few minutes of using it, you just feel like you're using a DualSense at that point. The screen separation is a little weird for first, like literally because they're cut in half, but you literally just feel like you're using the DualSense after, bro. That's exactly what it feels like. Yeah.
Question on build quality. I'm guessing the triggers are the same that they have on the VR and the regular DualSense, or
same as the regular.
Yeah, how's the haptic feedback and all that stuff?
Yeah,
the haptic feedback seems.
Astrobot on it.
The haptic feedback seems to be no, I didn't play Astrobot, but the haptic feedback seems to be all there. It's all the same way it performs in a regular DualSense. It doesn't have Bluetooth, as we know, which was a questionable.
Yeah, that's an L.
Which was questionable. What seems to be an actual, like, I don't know, this might be a big oversight, is there's no browser, right? And the problem with there being no browser is you need to, if you go like public Wi-Fi somewhere in a hotel, they usually want you to sign in, right?
Yeah.
So if this is a remote play device and one of the things you want people to do is, take it other places, you kind of need a browser so they can even just use the Wi-Fi at those places. So I don't know. That seems to be a crazy oversight. And the build quality is good. Like, yeah.
Or it could be. I don't know if you've ever noticed, if somebody sends you a link to your PlayStation messages, if you click the link, it does open a browser. You just can't manually open the browser.
Yeah.
So it might be something similar to that.
Yeah. For some reason, it has an airplane mode, which is strange because with an airplane mode, the device is a brick. So I'm not sure.
I think all devices have to have that by regulation.
Yeah, I saw a tweet that said it was required by law.
Okay.
Hey,
As dumb as it
BG,
is.
have you tried it on your phone's hotspot?
No, I haven't. No, I haven't. I didn't think that would go well. I just
I don't know
assumed
why
it
you would want to do that.
Yeah,
Let's say you take it somewhere like to I don't know, you can't use it at Starbucks or whatever. So you decide
What, a baby shower?
at that point, I just wouldn't even use it. I just wouldn't even
Hey.
use it, honestly. Yeah.
I got some opinions on this as well.
Just so you guys know, if you guys do want to buy it, they do have it on eBay. But you look, the cheapest one I saw is like $295.
Yeah. By the way, the screen is actually pretty nice. It was better. It's not not OLED, and a lot of people would have preferred that. But for what it is, it does look really good.
I'm gonna say this a lot. There's gonna be a lot of frustrated, annoyed parents this Christmas because if you go on Facebook, these niggas do not know what a remote play is or what the shit is. People are literally saying, "I need one. Where can I get?" And then there's people in the comments trying to tell them, "Yo, this is a remote play. You can't just play this. You need to be like." People's understanding of what this is not all the way there, and I think that's why this shit sold out because everybody, their entire
people
post
buying it and don't have a PS5. That's gonna be hilarious.
On top of that,
two people that did that.
On top of that, niggas don't unless you go somewhere. You like y'all have a like when we all went to college, it was like, yo, this internet fast as fuck. You was getting like 600 download. That was unheard of in residential spots right back in the day. People don't realize they have bad internet. And I don't think folks realize, like, dog, you paying your little $40 a month for your Wi-Fi, that shit is not gonna work the way you want to. This is really directed towards people that either have a shared main TV for their PlayStation and they want to carry their game somewhere else in the house, or you just don't want to sit in your gaming chair, you want to lay in the bed or sit on the toilet. That's what this is really for. Wonton knows I was in the Discord like, damn, I think I should buy one, but my last experience with remote play was with the Vita. And even then, playing GTA 5 on it, there was a little delay. You couldn't play Battlefield on it. So I was like, man, let me try it one time. I put it on my phone, right? And I Bluetooth my DualSense to it. I played Alan Wake, Battlefield, Mortal Kombat, Rocket League, all of it on my phone. And it was fire. Like, of course, you're going to mentally know there's a little bit of a delay, but I was able to get kills. I was playing online on Mortal Kombat. I was winning. I was playing Rocket League. None of my hits and stuff, my goals felt intuitive. So it's like, or not intuitive, but snappy. And it was like, I felt like this is fire. And then I looked on the internet and everybody was running tests and they were saying how the mobile app was quicker than the portal. So then I was like, I don't want to get the portal if my phone is going to be quicker. I guess if you want the bigger screen, but like BG said, you sacrifice extra compression in the artifact and you see that even more because the screen's bigger. So and I want to get one, but I'm like, if I'm already feeling snappy shit from my phone, I don't want to pay $200 and then get annoyed by latency. I just don't.
Yeah,
it's piss me off,
bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, people need to treat this like when you buy it, treat it as a test unit. Don't get excited about it. Don't think it's going to work perfect for you. Look at it as a rental test. Because if
it is cool though, it is cool.
Yeah, but
I'm confused about one thing here. One, this definitely goes into what Doc Dark said about things that came out too soon or too late. This is exactly no different than the Wii U's controller. The people that didn't like it, and now that people like it. But the market has also changed because, again, like we said, the Steam Deck and things of that nature. My question is this. I have not played any Wii U game outside of Breath of the Wild, but I played a lot of the Breath of the Wild in portable mode in bed. I don't remember any lag being on Breath of the Wild. So why does a Wii U not have any lag or latency with its controller, but this Sony Portal does?
That's a great question, Bon. They're using the Wi-Fi technology versus the pad was directly connected to the Wii U. It was completely different. And I thought when I made videos on this Portal before it came out, I thought that if Sony did that, it would have been flawless. If it would have worked regardless of your Wi-Fi, it would have been amazing. But yeah, because you got to remember,
they
with
should have added both
pad,
options.
You can literally, with the Wii U pad, you can literally switch the menus. You remember that, like even before you got even into a game, you can even switch it. So it was just, I don't even know how Nintendo did that. But yeah, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
it'd be a different device.
And my second thing is this. This thing is literally $200, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Switch. How old is the Switch now?
6 years.
Probably going on 8 years or so.
8?
7. It's got to be 7 at the most. It's probably 6,
so
honestly.
It came
6
out in
and change.
2017. 26 years.
My point is this. The Switch is 7 years old and still 300. Is the Portal overpriced at 200?
Yes.
Or could
You
they
could even get the Switch Lite for 200, right?
Yeah,
Switch Lite.
exactly. Or could they have literally just made a weaker handheld or a handheld the strength of a Switch for 200 and also have it had the same feature? Because I'm sorry, if the Switch is 300 and 7 years old, the Portal for $200 7 years later should have internal hardware that's not just streaming.
You got to keep in mind, bro, Sony's pricing as well is around that mark, bro. Like, they usually price shit. Like, I just got some Sony earbuds, the WF, whatever. Them shits was like $350 or like $300 some shit after tax. They usually
but those are good though.
But I'm saying Sony in general usually prices their.
They
shit
always
up
price
at the
higher than the competition.
echelon.
They do
Yeah.
the same thing with TVs.
Because what's
Whether
the
it's
general
good or
market
not.
for remote devices? Isn't it already $100?
Yeah.
Like for most.
What they're doing is they're trying to get rid of you wanting to go buy a backbone and other shit. They want to say, nah, just come here. You just play with the dual.
Because I know there's a remote play device out there.
$100
There's a remote play device out there. I'm pretty sure someone told me there's one that's like $250. So they price it differently, but it's always seems to the cheapest bottom of the barrel one seems to be like $100. So PlayStation, yeah, they're gonna put $100 more on theirs. I mean, it is definitely a better build quality than what you're getting with the $100 like backbone doesn't have a screen, but you get what I'm saying.
How much is the Elite control or the Pro controller?
The Elite controller?
No, for PlayStation. What's it called?
Oh,
it's like $250 or something, right?
$250.
It's $299.
Nigga, bro. I mean, kind of. Well, if they made this shit like maybe 130, 150 at the max, I'd probably cop one just to.
I don't know if this is the MSRP, but PlayStation and GameStop both have it at 200 right now.
Okay, so 200.
BG, I need you to ask Blandrew if he could hop in here. Is he already in here?
He's in here.
All right, court is in session, BG.
Sure.
Me and Blandrew about to take you on the trial right here, because we cannot stand for this handheld hypocrisy. I don't play handhelds. I don't want Sony to make a handheld. I don't game in the ghettos. And not only did you get a Sony handheld in a Portal,
Look at Vaughn talking
you
about
got a
himself.
ROG Ally as well.
Yeah.
And
BG, you gotta get that. You gotta get that Legion Go too, BG. Get it.
Yeah. Also, doesn't he have a Switch too, Blandrew?
Yeah, I don't play that in portable mode though.
Okay, but the other two you do play in portable mode because you were like, oh my god, I can play Final Fantasy VII in portable mode. So how do we go from you're not a handheld gamer, I don't want Sony to make a handheld, to you buying a dedicated handheld, to you then buying a PlayStation Portable? You have spent $1,000 into something that you said isn't for you. Explain.
Yeah. Sure. First of all, I never wanted PlayStation to make another dedicated handheld. As in they had to also make games for it. It wasn't going to work. If PlayStation made another handheld that was like I don't know how much the Vita was. I didn't buy it. Like $300 or something like that. And they also had to support it. It was going to fail. Nobody was going to buy it.
But that wouldn't have happened if they made a dedicated handheld. It'd be like the Switch. It'd be one game for both of them.
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't know if that's actually going to do. I'm talking about in the situation where they made a handheld counterpart to the console. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, like a DS.
The crazy part is if Sony had a dedicated console, we'd probably still have studios like Japan Studios around Media Molecule would be laying off people. And no, I'm just saying they probably would have been staffed over there on the handheld.
So what I'm saying is, if this was a handheld where PlayStation would like be making their games like the Vita, I wouldn't have bought it. If it was one of those, I'm completely against that. So I wouldn't have bought it. Being that this is just me playing my PS5 on a split DualSense, that's what makes it different for me. Because one of my biggest problem with handhelds is that they weren't comfortable. I didn't like the Vita. I didn't like the PSP. Because I think handhelds just honestly stopped being comfortable. I tried out the raw. I tried out the Steam Deck. I thought the Steam Deck was garbage. It was very uncomfortable. So so that's why I didn't get it. But I tried out the ROG Ally, and I'm like, this is the most comfortable handheld I'm like since like the Game Boy. That's the last time I felt handhelds were comfortable.
Game Boy's comfortable, but you draw the line at the Vita, the PSP, and the 3DS.
Yes, I thought all of those were uncomfortable. Yes.
So you just want if PlayStation made a handheld, you just want to play your PS5 games on it. That's it. You don't want to. You don't want them to have specific handheld games.
I wouldn't want them to make that. No, because that would be.
So
bad
you don't like any handheld market games?
No, and that's my thing. I may not mind. I don't mind playing something, an actual game, on a comfortable system, but I don't want to play a handheld game. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't.
I do.
A game made for the handheld, I don't want to play that. But I'll play the games I normally play on my PlayStation. Yes, like I'll give you an example. Like you know how Resident Evil Revelations games, they were DS games, and they went to PC later. When it went to PC, I bought it and I hated both of them because it still played like a handheld game. So it's not about the handheld itself. I mean, it's partially it. I need it to be comfortable, but I don't want to play any handheld games either. I just want to play the games I normally play.
BG, what do you think games like, Advance Wars, Persona 5 Tactica, Theater Rhythm, all these type of games that you've been playing throughout the year, what type of games do you think those typically are?
Those, I just look at those as like
Fire Emblem.
What do you think? You thinking those are handheld games? And
they're handheld games. They're handheld by design, yes.
Okay, but I don't play those on my handheld though. I put that on the TV.
But you just said you don't like.
You play it on the TV.
You don't like handheld games.
Play it on the handheld.
So you consider
just the games that's made for handheld. But
you think because those are strategy games, because that seems to be the commonality, that you consider those handheld games? Because I don't really consider that.
That's interesting that you said that, BG. So here's the thing.
Even something like Mario Wonder, like the 2D series, was locked on the handheld side of things. You couldn't get 3D Metroid on consoles. You could only get 2D on the handheld portion. Mario was on the handheld. RPGs were on the handheld. Certain rhythm games like Theater Rhythm that you were gassing up earlier this year was on the handheld.
All these games, the thing is, like, all of those type of games, I don't play them on the handheld. Like, so I play them on other consoles. Like all these strategy games and all that, them rhythm games, I play them on regular consoles. So to me, I don't look at those as handheld games.
I understand what you're saying, BG. I get it. My only question would be then, if you wanted to play those games portably, there's more than enough devices that already do it. Why get the PlayStation Portal?
Because it's the DualSense and I find it comfortable. That's why.
Yep. Okay, so like getting a clip and using your phone, you didn't want to do that.
I think that's no. I don't think there's no real adult who is going to hold their phone hostage by putting it in one of these things. And bro, I'm literally using my phone. No, that's a serious one. No, but I just want to address that because some people be like, oh, why don't you just use your phone? I'm like, bro. You're not an adult if you can put your phone in a prison. I need my phone constantly to do stuff. So you must have absolutely nothing going on in your life if you can actually afford to have your phone locked up by playing a game. There's no way I would be able to do that.
Now, BG, when I said that's exactly why I don't play portable games on my phone, because only social rejects play mobile games. Y'all scoffed at that.
No, but no, I agree with that. I think if you
like his phone blowing up.
I think if you play games on your phone,
BG, you're not a bad bitch, bro.
No, bro, I have a lot of stuff going on, bro. I'm constantly on my phone. Just all the stuff I do. I'm just saying, dog. Bro, you have.
There's levels to this.
Are you like which one of us? No, real talk. Which one of us aren't constantly doing something on our phone? That's the main way we do anything.
I'll be console warring on Twitter all day. You right. You
Like
right.
think about every single thing we do is through our phone. So how can I possibly have a device that requires my phone to play a game on? I wouldn't be able to do anything else.
So you can get your Uber Eats notification. You're not doing nothing at 8 p.m.
Bro, my phone got mad stuff going on, bro.
But at 8 p.m., he would be home playing a game.
No, he like walking around the house.
Crush or something.
He like walking around the house, walk in the kitchen, play on the counter, go sit on like the fridge or some shit. He like.
So my point.
Look, I'm gonna say it right now. Mobile gaming is for social rejects and women.
Whoa!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I'm a woman.
I'm a woman.
You're talking about people who go outside the house. That's what you're talking about.
Let me make this distinction too. There's a big difference between portable gaming and mobile gaming. I don't know anybody in my real. I don't know anybody in my real life that plays games on mobile.
You don't play Call of Duty mobile?
Absolutely.
My girl play games on mobile.
Exactly.
Call of Duty mobile. Y'all don't play Call of Duty mobile?
Oh shit! You're right. She is a woman. Fuck. Think about that.
Hold on, y'all don't play chess?
You didn't know before?
Well, I do play chess mobile, but that's been chess mobile has been around.
Oh, they got you, Bond. They got you.
Chess mobile has been around since '95.
Dark figured it out.
Dark respawned like 6 times this episode.
How you get them like that?
Chess is a universal game that's been around since before
Archimedes.
Everything.
Yeah.
You've been able to play chess through AIM chat windows.
Hey, Bond, you play on the chess app?
No. I haven't played any mobile chess in forever, but I'm just saying, like, I do play chess.
I'm always looking for new people to play with.
If you don't know how to play chess, you're not a sophisticated motherfucker.
Match Mancala with Bond in the ancient times. That shit be crazy.
I just learned what Mancala was like a year and
play chess, Bond.
a few years ago.
Loser gives up his butt and his loincloth.
What?
That should be fire. What?
Hey, but fellas, I gotta start heading out. BG,
right,
I
man.
appreciate you having me on. Hey, thank you guys so much. It was a lot of fun. Hey, Bond, don't let them talk about your refrigerator like that. I love your freaking videos, man.
It's an $800 refrigerator. I don't know why they're so upset about it.
When I saw that,
why you spend that much on a fridge?
Is your refrigerator play games?
That's not crazy for a fridge.
No, listen.
I guess I haven't bought a fridge.
The beginning of that video,
Nigga, you eat out of them.
Calm. Yo, the
One
beginning of that
time
video.
using an ice chest for all this fucking
Hold
question.
on, let me tell you.
No, we got a pretty nice fridge, but it wasn't. I didn't pay for it.
Let me tell you what happened in that video, damn it. Bond is like, I know y'all can see my refrigerator up there. Then he starts talking about all the collector's items that he has on his shelf, naming them, the price and everything. I was like, let's go, Bond, let's go. Oh my God, that was so hilarious. Keep doing it, Bond. It's good. Xbox X is real though. I'm gonna head out on that.
All right,
Yo,
man.
women
I
aren't
appreciate you guys,
wrong when they say that men act differently when they're broke.
Are you talking about Dark?
No,
Wait. I gotta go.
I'm just saying all these haters online.
I'm rich in spirit. All right, guys. You guys have a good one.
All right, man.
It's levels.
So
There's levels. Peace out, guys.
Oh, all right. What were we talking about again? Oh yeah, the PlayStation Portal. Yeah. So listen, I will say that the ROG Ally, just had opened up my mind to handhelds can be actually comfortable again. Well, see, you always gotta. Why is he like this, bro? Why is he like this?
$1,000.
Grabbed your ass.
Why is Bond like this?
He just calling it like he said it.
I'm not gonna lie,
I do think it's crazy
how you was like
you up by your ankles and squeezed and shook your ass.
Bond, can you stop telling us your fantasies?
That's insane, bro. Like, I don't go from not like this would be the equivalent of me saying I don't like Xbox in its current iteration and me going out and buying like 3 Series X's or something like that.
That's exactly what he did.
No, it's
That's
not.
what's crazy to me.
No, it's not. Because what I bought is nothing like those other things y'all talking about. The Asus ROG Ally, the Steam Deck, and they're nothing like those other handhelds that y'all are talking about. In design specifically.
What, they stronger? They still handhelds.
But they're made completely differently. So it was, yes, the Vita, the PSP, the DSs, all that stuff to me was like just very uncomfortable to The screens were a little bit too small. They weren't comfortable. The Steam Deck, these new PC handhelds, that's what they are. They're built completely differently. So I will never buy like one of those that y'all are talking about. I'm sorry, those were trash. Those were trash.
So you got 2 Switches?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I have 1 Switch and I play everything on the TV because the Switch is not comfortable to me.
You play docked. Okay.
Yeah, I play dock. The Switch is not comfortable for me. So that's my thing.
Yeah.
They're built. I mean, you look at a Switch, look at a Asus ROG Ally. Like the design is completely different.
Even if that's your argument, BG, they do sell fairly cheap, workarounds for that. You can buy grips for, platforms dating all the way back to the original Game Boy that give you handles on the sides just to have a more comfortable experience.
Yeah, and the Switch has
the
Wolverine split pad.
Switch had them, the Vita had them, the PSP had them, Game Boy Advance.
I don't know about all that stuff. I just know the stuff as is.
Yeah, I bet you don't, BG.
I know the products as is. So
you don't even know how to hold a controller right.
These workarounds and all this stuff.
The other question to you, BG, is why do you got an Asus ROG?
Yeah.
And now you're talking about getting a Lenovo. Why you need the Lenovo?
I didn't say I was gonna get that. He what's the name told me I should get it.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't say I was gonna get it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I prefer these PC handhelds. They're better than y'all little console dog shit handhelds. From back in the day. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah,
it is what it is.
Still a pony, BG.
Hey, you can consider it whatever you want, man. Because I'm still not even sure if I'm not even sure if I'm keeping this portal. Honestly, the ROG I'm definitely like that's my thing. But the portal I might.
You know what you should try? Did you try the PlayStation Remote Play on your ROG?
No, I didn't. But
it's a thing you could do.
You're an idiot of Sony. You're an idiot of Sony.
No.
Idiot of Sony. Hey, Jack, what are your thoughts on this? I know you're kind of a pro handheld guy as well, at least for PlayStation.
What are my thoughts on
PlayStation Portal?
It look interesting. I mean, I wish it had some native capability, but other than that, I mean, I'm probably not gonna get one. It look cool though.
Yeah.
If there was a way they could make it talk to the PlayStation directly rather than going through Wi-Fi to then hit the PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
It should be able to do both at least.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they would do that now, but maybe they could have a second generation of it or a pro version. I don't know.
And I'm just glad PlayStation went this route instead of making a dedicated handheld. That's really why I don't mind this thing. Like, especially because, bro, if they would have went that route, I think that would have been bad. That's what I don't want them to do.
But why is it bad if niggas see that there's Why is it bad if you're not gonna play it anyway?
PlayStation.
Why don't you want people to have options?
The only reason it's bad is because they don't have enough manpower to make the games.
Exactly.
They don't got enough people to make VR games, so they definitely gonna have enough people to make.
So people want PlayStation. People could be complaining about PlayStations like they don't support a lot of the devices once they release, which is true. But they want PlayStation to put out a handheld device and have them be on the hook for making those handheld games. Like I think if y'all being real, like I said, I didn't have a Vita and I didn't have the PSP really, but do y'all think even those consoles PlayStation did the best job at supporting them, or was it just still third party?
They gave up development on the Vita early on because it got hacked.
And what about the PSP?
They supported the PSP.
The PSP also got hacked.
PSP had DVDs and all that shit.
Yeah, PSP. That's why they came out with proprietary memory cards so it wouldn't get hacked. But it got hacked early on, and they was like, "Fuck it, we not supporting it."
I wish I knew how to hack that bitch. I should have googled.
So
mine's hacked.
So yeah, I mean,
that's on them too. That's on them too, though. So, but no, it did not get the support that it deserved or needed.
Well,
so it wouldn't happen now.
I would have rather them invest into handheld-centric studios, keep Japan studios around, maybe move Housemarque over to the handheld section, bring back the developers of Concrete Genie and all that.
Belanger, you want a charity. That's what you want. You want a charity.
Instead of investing in, games as a service developers.
Belanger, you want PlayStation to open up a charity. Y'all got to stop this.
No, it is disappointing.
Y'all gotta stop this nonsense about them keeping studios and games going that nobody buys, bro.
Have you seen the ad for the winter? You seen the ad? It's a bunch of controllers, panels for the PlayStation, and fucking Portal now.
Okay,
Yeah, it's like an Xbox.
That's disappointing.
But that's something separate than what I'm talking. I'm talking about. They be wanting PlayStation to keep studios open, just off like good feelings, bro. The people did not buy. People didn't buy their games. What? So y'all like? What do y'all want them to do? When you don't buy a game, you're literally saying we're not interested. Please stop making this game. That's literally what it translates to. So y'all wanting them to keep like Japan studios open because you want them to. For some weird emotional reason, they weren't doing anything. What has Japan Studios done? They haven't done nothing.
You think, like I said earlier, if sales matter, if you ain't selling,
like it's not a charity, bro. You because look. It's not even only about the sales. It's literally why are we spending time, resources, anything on a product that people are saying they don't want? For the 200 that's gonna buy it, like we supposed to keep the studio open? No, they gotta close, bro. It's not a charity. You have to justify your existence.
BG, like I'd rather not play nothing at all.
Yeah, you hear him,
bro.
Let me
put it this way. Look. Releasing a game that hardly anybody buys, it's almost the same thing as not releasing a game. You do realize that, right? Because the majority of people are not even playing it anyway. So you might as well have not released it.
You talking to a nigga that was playing the games.
Bro.
It'd be different, bro. It'd be different if like people on this panel didn't ever play Media Malaco. Every weekend we tell you we were playing the games.
Bro. Y'all and 8 other people in the world. That's the point.
Okay, that's still, bro. You had to like just
realistically,
$5 million for being open, like.
Yeah, and BG, realistically, you've played Japan Studios games. You've played a lot of their quirkier titles. How much did these games truly need to sell to break even? You think Sony's really going?
Breaking even.
You think they're breaking the bank over something like Loco Roco?
No. It's also okay. It's like
less than $1 million. Returnal made a profit of 500,000.
Look at it like this, right? Look at it as time, because time matters, right? Like the time isn't infinite. Time is money and all that. What sense does it make for me to spend? It doesn't make more sense for me to spend 3 years making a game that 100 people are going to play, or 3 years making a game that millions of people are going to play.
Oh, you forgot the third.
Because what's the point of wasting that time? It doesn't make any sense. You make the product that more people is going to play because that's the point.
But you also don't kill off the other games that are trying to build. Look, do you have any idea how many people, like Persona was not a game people knew about right from the beginning. It took like multiple console generations for that game to get to where it was.
Great.
Same with games like Yakuza, same with a lot of games you see people hyping it up now that have existed for generations. It's like, imagine if these developers just gave up on those games and said, all right, you know what, we're just going to stick with what works best for us. We're not making Yakuza games anymore. We're not making Persona. We're not making this. We're not making that. We're just going to stick with making games like Sonic the Hedgehog that people are going to buy regardless.
Darwinism.
PlayStation was a developer that, proudly took risks in gaming. They were a developer that had all their bases covered, but then as the generations went by, they started removing all of those genres and just focusing on that one genre. So I don't think you can say that, just because they had one bad game, not bad game, but one game that didn't sell all that well in Gravity Rush, that they should just completely wipe out this developer.
Hey, Blandrew, here's the thing. As long as the game have a...
Oh, I'm sorry. Even something like Pikmin that just came out is seeing historical sales because Nintendo never gave up on that franchise.
I mean, to be honest, a Dickman probably cost $20 to make.
And Japan Studios games probably cost even less to make.
What Blandrew was arguing is that, like BG said, would you rather have a game that takes the games Blandrew's mentioned, it took a quarter of the dev time, a quarter of the budget, and are being profitable with 10% of the sales of another game. That's what he's saying.
Look,
would you rather make a AAA game that's going to take 10 million copies sold to be profitable, or a game that's taking half the time and is profitable with 500,000 copies sold? This is what
me and Blandrew are saying. You need games like that to stave off the dry periods, bro. We get like 1 or 2 games a year. I'd rather you have a few. Bro, what I'm saying is I'd still rather you have some games to like hold us over. Naughty Dog ain't released shit this generation.
Is that?
But look, I'm not against. Listen, I've been on here and I've said like they need some studios that only make AA games. I've said that. But
you seem to slander all their AA studios from Media Molecule
because the games aren't good.
Japan
It has nothing
and...
because the games aren't good, Blandrew, and nobody likes them. It has nothing to do with the game being AA. It has everything to do with the game sucking. Those Dreams,
Rush,
look, Dreams is
Rush,
trash.
Hot Shots Golf.
Dreams is trash. Fact. I don't care what y'all say. It's artsy and you could do. It's garbage and nobody wants it. That is a fact.
Concrete Genie wasn't a bad game.
And their output was garbage. Get them out of here.
You want the game to have shimmying. You want the game to have shimmying and 2 flashbacks. That's what you want every game to have.
No,
you want me to shimmy through a crevice.
You have to, bro. Stop it, bro. Y'all know what I'm talking about. There are AA games that nobody. There's great AA games. That's not the point. Just like there's great indie games. It being indie or it being AA does not matter. That's not what makes it good or bad. It's what the game is.
You know what Sony's been doing? Sony's been allowing these games like Rocket League, Apex, Fortnite. They've been allowing these niggas to offload the fact that they ain't got shit coming out.
Alex, please say it right.
Sifu is a fire game for Sifu's indie. It's a fire game. I've said that's like one of my top games this generation. But it's good. The stuff Sony AA studios were making were garbage and nobody was buying it. So I just get tired of this argument of them wanting to save Japan studios. To do what? For them to just sit there and be irrelevant?
No, continue making. Go ahead, Jack.
No, I can see what BG's saying, but at the same time, they've offset that by investing in students like Deviation that is laying off 90 people and still not bringing out anything. Like they in the same boat and they spending more money doing what they doing now with less games. They're spending more money making less games. That's not good either.
Real quick, Blandrew, do you see what the allegations they're bringing against you right now? Do you see what's going on?
I don't see anything.
They said that you didn't support multiple Japan studio games day one.
Tell them to bring up which ones.
They said Loco Roco, Everybody's Golf.
I bought Everybody's Golf day one.
Patapon, Knack 1, Knack 2, Loco Roco 2.
I'm definitely not buying Knack.
You bought The Last Guardian?
Knack is alright, Blandrew. It's alright.
Patapon 2. They said you do support any of those.
I bought Last Guardian. I have the Patapon games. I have Loco Roco. I have the Ape Escape games.
I think Gape is
Parappa the Rappas. I don't know.
Gravity Rush 2. They said you didn't play that until a couple years ago.
I have Gravity Rush 1 and 2, and I bought them day one. Look, me buying games day one and me getting around to them are two completely different things.
Look, like I said,
I buy typically a lot of my games day one or close to it to at least support the developer. You would be shocked to see how many games I have in my Switch collection that are completely sealed, but I did show up for them.
My point is, keeping studios open for emotions and feelings is dumb. Don't care. I don't care who Japan Studios was before.
Let me counter, BG.
I don't care about none of that. It's what you've done lately. We don't care about this feelings and emotions y'all got about it.
Okay then, right?
I would have to accept that.
All right, cool.
Speaking of factions, you said you would never talk about The Last of Us 2 again until Factions 2, but here they come with a roguelike game. Now your panties all wet all over again.
Pause.
This is crazy.
You said that with way.
This is crazy.
You said that with way too much sauce. Yeah, you heard him eat wet. Like, what you said it like that for?
BG, a chick saying that she won't give any play until she gets something better than the Cheesecake Factory. Now nigga said, I'll take you to Mickey D's, and he said, bet.
I look forward to that mode. I look forward to that mode. That's what I can tell you. Damn, what topic
it's funny
are
to me
we
that
even
we
on?
could get to that topic, but it's funny you think that mode is gonna like prove that factions is viable. That don't.
I mean, listen, nothing.
I've been telling BG that same thing. Everybody keeps telling him how much they don't care
See,
about
look
games
how great
as a service.
factions can be. Nobody
Yeah.
gotta say that.
Okay. Say less. Yeah, say less. Say less. First of all, I mean, it don't got to prove nothing because it's factions is what it is. I mean, we have evidence of that through the first game, so it doesn't have to prove anything. But I'm just saying, you play that and you'll definitely have a sample of what it could be. So
they've been teasing you for how long with this game, BG?
I'm not trying to talk about the game.
Bro, they've been blue balls on you for like 2
I'm
years.
not even trying to talk about this. Y'all brought this up.
What's the topic?
I mean, y'all already brought it up. So the whole, all right, let me, where is this? Last of Us Part 2 Remaster. Coming out January 19th. $10 upgrade if you already bought the game. What is it? It comes with graphical enhancements, DualSense integration, free guitar play, lost levels, dev commentary, and more. I don't care about none of that stuff. I'm not even going to beat this game over again. But yeah, that roguelike survival mode, I'm on there. Day one, as soon as it dropped. I'm playing that.
Yeah, it should be fun.
I don't care about nothing else here. Okay,
it would be fun if it was co-op. But
I agree. I think they should have made it that. As far as another Last of Us remaster, be real with you, I don't care. I don't condone it. I don't condone it.
What do you care about? What
I don't condone it, but it's not. Listen, one thing I've been consistent about on this podcast is you're never gonna hear me or see me slander a remake or remaster from anybody. I don't care who does it. Nintendo's done a lot of remakes, remasters. Y'all, I understand that's different circumstances because they don't do them as soon. I don't care who does a remake or remaster. You will never see me complain about it. I don't care. At worst, I just look at it as I'm not buying it. But I don't care if they're making it. It doesn't bother me.
This is my thing. I just want to say real quick, and we've known this from previous games. Anytime they do a remaster, it's usually for two reasons, or a remake. Is to either A, gauge interest for them to know if they should spend time making a new game, or B, is for new fans of the series to be able to play it on whatever the current system is. In this case, it's B. They're remastering Last of Us 2 for new PS5 owners, which there probably are a lot of people who have a PS5 that didn't own a PS4, or there's people who are watching the HBO show and they like the show so much they bought a PS5 on sale. Now they want to play The Last of Us.
What you're saying doesn't even make sense because you can still play it on the PS5. Just buy the game on PS4.
You can, but one of the reasons when they released The Last of Us Part 1, what was that, 2021? One of the reasons they said they said something about basically they wanted to be able to be on the shelves in the PS5 case. That was the reasoning. So when people go and they get a PS5 for the first time, they can get the game and it's in the PS5 case. To me, it's the same shit.
What's the point of backwards compatibility? They're just gonna release everything. It makes no sense. Then just get rid of backwards compatibility.
What I think they should do is stop calling this stuff a remaster. That's what I think the real problem is. It's because this type of stuff, it's more of a director's cut. Remaster.
I mean, that's what I thought they were going to call it.
Remaster implies more work done, at least visually. Some actual like the early remasters were like upscaled, up-res stuff, and they touched up some. There's really nothing to touch up here. There's really increasing the resolution. Even that doesn't count. I think the problem is they just definitely need to stop calling them remasters. Call it a director's cut. Call it something else.
I can agree with that.
Call it something else edition. When you call it a remaster, people expect and look for a certain thing. Because
they did that with Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding, and they still got clowned for it.
No, not as much. People definitely didn't mind because Ghost of Tsushima came with additional content, if I remember correctly.
It did.
Yeah, that actually had missions, a whole nother expansion. So so people wasn't mad at that. So that's what I think it is when remaster means and looks like a certain thing. This is you re-releasing a game with slightly more content, which is a director's cut, just call it a different edition.
Let's hear it, Jack.
The whatever edition that y'all want to call it,
Blandrew.
because that's
You know
what they
what's
used
funny?
to do.
You know what's funny, Blandrew? When I think this is around the time the PS4 Pro got announced. I remember articles coming out like Sony gonna start charging for like patches, and I think Dr. Trey was running with this, and I'm arguing Dr. Trey up and down, bro. That's stupid. That'll never happen.
I remember the video.
You're fucking insane. They're never charged for patches, but these new editions, these director cuts, they're patches. They're patches. They're glorified patches that they're charging for. There's no way around it. But I don't like it. It's inconsistent though, right? Because you got a game like Days Gone, which I don't care how you feel about the game. I enjoyed it. The PS5 version of Days Gone damn near looked like a new game. Beautiful fucking visually. You can actually see the upgrades visually and with the frame rate. Absolutely fucking free. As a matter of fact, they put it on PS Plus. But then you got a game like The Last of Us, which is already available at 4K at 60 frames on the. It's already. I'm with Bond. Why is there backwards compatible? When they brought over games like God of War 2, and people trying to use the example, well, they ported Last of Us 1 like 6 months late, bro. You couldn't play that on a PS4. What was the point of backwards compatibility with the games at the same fidelity? You know what? Go ahead, bro. Y'all got it. It's a $10 patch. We don't want to call it what it is. It's a $10 patch.
I'm fine with calling it that.
You know what they would call this?
I just
on
don't
PC,
care.
Jack? They would call this a free update.
That's what, exactly. But what I'm saying is, I don't got a problem with it either way. If y'all want it, take it. Me personally, I'm not gonna be purchasing it. I bought the digital deluxe edition of Last of Us. I can get this. I don't want it. I don't really have an interest in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all enjoy it, man.
This is what I want to say, because I actually agree with Jack. If you're a person you're upset because you feel like it should be a free patch, especially if you already own the game, I agree with that. Like, that makes perfect sense. The only people that I have an issue with are people complaining that they remastered this at all. Like, to me, that makes no sense. If you're a person that don't want the remaster, don't buy it. They didn't remaster it for you. They remastered it for new people getting on PS5. Point blank, period. But to put to Jack's point, I agree. This probably should have been a free patch. I think them making it $10 is a step in the right direction. Better than making us pay fucking $50 or $70. But
bro, do you not understand? They remade the whole franchise and came out with a TV show before they even completed the multiplayer.
Wani, you know what's funny, Wani? When this first leaked, and that little trailer came out, 50-second trailer, everybody that had already owned The Last of Us 2, they didn't know the price, they didn't know the details. They said, day one, I don't care. Give it to me right now. And honestly, if I was Sony, exactly. Honestly, if I was Sony, I would have never said $10 upgrade path. I would not have. I would have said, yeah, man, full $69.99 coming January 19th, man. Y'all enjoy. People would have lost their shit with happiness, right? So Sony finessed themselves in that way. They fumbled the bag, bro.
I mean, people complaining about $10, so they might as well charge us the $70. You're right. I mean, shit.
What's crazy? Nobody was complaining when the rumored price was full price on PSN. Niggas was happy that already owned the game. So they just lost a lot of money by.
They were more upset that it was just a game from as recent as it was, not so much the price.
Yeah, they was with the full price. They was fucking.
Now,
with it.
Jack, this is where I have to say once again, Bond was right. This nigga BG was arguing me up and down for days, weeks, and months, and I told you that once Sony finds out these niggas are gonna spend $70 on a repainted PS3 game and Demon's Souls, y'all can go back to my channel and check it, that Sony is going to be pumping out remakes, remasters, upgraded ports nonstop. And what happened, Jack?
No, you was right. You was right.
I even told you, y'all thought that you were gonna get Last of Us 2 gameplay and The Last of Us Part 1 remake. I said, y'all ain't getting that shit.
I was
y'all
wrong
getting
about
the
that.
Same game with a new coat of paint.
You know what? I argued you up and down about that shit.
Yep.
I remember that vividly, and I was 100% wrong. So
you're welcome, Jack.
I'm one of them people, bro. If I touch the stove and it burn my hand, I ain't too likely to touch that motherfucker again. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I learned my lesson, bro. They got.
But what do I know, Jack? I'm a PlayStation fanboy. Remember?
And you know what's funny too, Bond? I feel like even with that Demon Soul shit, I feel like if these games of the service wouldn't have got the hits that they got, or if all these devs went behind on the development of the games they supposed to be coming out with, I don't think we see these announcements. You know what I mean? Like the rumored Horizon Zero Dawn remaster is definitely real. If this is coming out, that shit definitely coming out, right? So yeah, it is what it is, bro.
Do you think Horizon gonna get the same smoke that some of y'all is having for this Last of Us shit?
Yeah. The way people talk about Horizon in the community, you would think it's like one of the worst games ever. So
I don't think they can remaster Horizon and charge $10 for it. I think they're gonna have to charge more. I don't see if they do a $10 upgrade path for that. It's like, ooh, I don't think they're gonna do that because I think it's gonna have a little bit more effort into it as well. So I don't know.
But going back to what BG said, I didn't think of it that way at first, BG. But you made a perfect point. Them calling it a remaster seems to be what most people's issue is. Everybody keeps saying, well, the game's only 3 years old. Why'd they remaster it? If they would have just called it a director's cut,
I promise you, people wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be a big deal. I don't think so. It's the remaster
the
name.
current state of PlayStation and Naughty Dog with the
That's
lack
part
of
of it.
releases, and their first game for the new year is just a remaster of a game they've already played.
But I'm saying them re-releasing this specifically. If they call it a director's cut, I don't think anybody's mad about that.
It's all about output, bro. It's all about if PlayStation was releasing more than one game a year and release a smaller game, nobody would have. I would have bought this probably at full. I'm not going to even lie to y'all. If Naughty Dog had already released Factions 2 and they announced a remaster $70, I would have fucking bought it. No question. It's all about the output, bro. Since this generation, we are 3 years into the generation. They have remastered 4 of their games and have not released a single piece of new content. Now the new content we get in is fucking lost, uncompleted levels. Like, come on, dude. Come on with this shit, bro. Neil Druckmann sitting up being pretentious, talking over the game while you trying to play it and pay attention. Don't nobody ask for this shit, bro. Bring out some new, and it ain't even the fact that they haven't brought out a new game either. It's the fact that it's no transparency. The only time they transparent, they bring out this poor ass excuse for we don't have a game coming out, even though we rest assured it's coming. We're in the kitchen, it smells great. We haven't seen nothing, bro. Y'all claim to not have enough time to work on Factions 2, but y'all got enough time to remaster every game y'all have never made. It's so many inconsistencies with the messaging, bro. That's the problem. You can make a bumpable, chippable, breakable documentary, but you can't make a documentary showing the progress of Factions 2 development. You can't put that on the Sony blog, but you can put all this other bullshit out there. Oh, you can play as Abby with a buzz cut now, with draws with dick holes in them. I know you guys like that, right? She can put makeup on it. Don't nobody give a fuck, bro. Where is Factions 2? Where is the game you originally promised me 3-4 years ago? I don't give a fuck about this shit, man. Y'all the most talented developers in the world, right? Y'all the most talented fucking gaming studio arguably in the world. And y'all are using y'all talents to remaster games over and over again? That don't seem like a right. Why did they buy Bluepoint? Why did they shut down Visual Arts? Want them devs there to make and remaster and remake games?
Visual Arts is shut down?
Themselves doing this? Why is Naughty Dog doing this?
Don DeMarco.
It's poor management. It's poor fucking management at the end of the day. That's all I got to say, bro. That's all.
Visual Arts is shut down. When that happened?
They fired a majority of Visual Arts recently with Connie. That whole situation.
Yeah, laid off. Oh, I thought you said it shut down.
Majority of the studio. It might as well close down. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, like I said, you'll never hear me complain about a remake or remaster from anybody. I buy all of them. Like literally everybody's remake, remasters, I buy all of them. So
I feel like people are just getting frustrated because they want, like Jack said, they want factions or they want at least some news about a new game that's coming, and we haven't gotten that. Even no matter how you look at it, technically, The Last of Us Part 1, it was a full remake of a 10-year-old game. So some people are counting that as a new game, but at the end of the day, people want new shit. They want factions or they want a new IP. They want to know when it's coming. So I can understand that.
All right.
But I also hope Factions is canceled. I at this point, I wish they would just cut their losses. The game has been in development, 5 years, maybe longer. Just cut your fucking losses, bro. People are gonna be mad.
Shut up, Wonton.
You know what's funny, Wonton? You know what's funny?
And you know, I have a strong feeling, BG, that even if that game does come out, I have a strong feeling that a lot of you Day One Factions guys are not gonna like it. I have a feeling that y'all are not gonna like it.
You know what's funny about gauging interest in this is what this announcement it shows me that no one would truly give a fuck if Factions 2 got canceled. Check it out.
That's what I told BG.
Majority of fans wouldn't care.
Blandrew's not understanding my point, but go ahead.
Y'all not seeing what's putting in front of y'all, right? Look at the conversation around Naughty Dog, their release output, their worth ethic, Factions 2. Look at the conversation between before they announced this remaster, and after. Everybody wasn't upset. It was a vocal minority saying this shit, but after all the people that had problems with no announcement of Factions 2, where the fuck is the game at? All that shit was quelled when them niggas said we got a roguelike mode coming out and director's commentary. And you got to rebuy this month. Everybody was cool. All that Factions 2 talk went out the window. So if that's all it take, bare minimum effort, we're never getting Factions 2. Y'all are gonna buy this game like gangbusters, and they're gonna cancel Factions 2 because it doesn't matter. They see how people responded to
it's
this.
just something to keep people satiated until they got to.
Because people, this just happened because people were looking, were like excited for the survival mode. I don't think that means that like niggas is letting go of factions.
This is my opinion. This is what I see happening because the game is having a lot of troubles. They're struggling to get the money. This is what I think they're gonna do. I think they're actively attempting to get it right now. They're gonna give it one more college try. But if it hit another hitch in development, hey man, we tried. We got to move on. We wasted too much time. We wasted too much time, money, resources, and we're having too much turnover at the studio. That can't be good for morale. That can't be good for people's mental. They can't be good for the funds they misappropriating right now. Management. It looks bad on all fronts. It looks bad on all.
I got a question.
What's good?
What future games does Sony have coming out in the pipeline besides Wolverine?
We don't know. We've been over that.
We don't know.
Crazy.
But my thing is, eventually they're gonna have to cut. They're gonna have to cut it, bro. They're gonna have to cut it, bro.
Jack is just a hater.
Look, I'm not even. I've never even said I believe Factions is coming out, right? I'm not. I'm not dumb. But no, I honestly don't. Trust me. I do not like actually believe and continually wait on Factions. I may talk about it, but it's not something I'm holding on to like I actually feel like it's coming out. Honestly, but I'm gonna talk about it while there's no confirmation that it's fully canceled.
So as of today, do you think it's coming out? Yes or
no? No. Until I see evidence. Okay, Vinit Agarwal, that's the multiplayer director. He said a week ago, we're still working on it. Even though he said
that posting a picture of Mario Wonder, by the way.
Sure. Okay, even though he said that, I'm still not on the side leaning toward the game is coming out. And like I said, effectively in my mind, it doesn't exist. That's how I honestly feel.
You know what's the most damning thing about this? If the PC version of the remaster had factions, like the mod community would have made all these changes that you probably wanted. But Sony doesn't believe in multiplayer, so all these re-releases and remasters and remakes don't have the multiplayer, which I think is wild.
If Faction was really in a good state, BG, you know what they would say? Purchase The Last of Us 2 Remastered to receive early access to the Faction's multiplayer demo.
We know it's nowhere near ready.
That's what they would say if it was in a good shape, right?
We know it's nowhere near. We know it's nowhere near ready.
So if we being lucky, we're looking at a 2025, 2026 release date on that game if it ever comes out. All we're hearing, and this is my thing, I'm not asking for a lot. I just want a positive update. When I see that red border, why do I know it's some bad shit following it? I don't ever see the red border and say, okay, yeah, we finna read something good, right? It's like a medical update a team put out. When you see that medical update come out, you know your team fucked off. You know they finna be sidelined for about 5 weeks. It ain't never no good shit like, the nigga coming back tomorrow. You don't never see that. He had a good day. It's always some bad shit. So I'm tired of the press release. It's just ridiculous, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. I just want good PlayStation news. It's never good. It's always got some caveat. It's some negative shit behind. Where's the good news, bro? That's all I want, dog.
Jack, let me ask you this, Jack. Last of Us Factions 2, doubtful, questionable,
exactly,
probable, out or on IR. If you had to choose one, what would it be?
I would say it's highly questionable right now. It's a possibility.
That's not an option. That's doubtful or out.
Oh, doubtful or out? I'm gonna say doubtful.
Absolutely doubtful.
I'm gonna say doubtful.
The point I keep trying to make to Blandrew is not that factions right now is this huge thing that's super popular that all the PlayStation fans want. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the way they are treating the future of multiplayer as something that matters, something they actually are trying, that plus factions being good would change that. Like I said, all these PlayStation fans that you see saying, "Oh, I don't care about multiplayer, nobody cares about that." Let that game come out and it's actually good. I'm telling you, they are changing the narrative. To PlayStation
Like
is suddenly is
they don't care about portable gaming.
The PlayStation, they will suddenly change the narrative to PlayStation is the home of multiplayer friendly gaming. That's what all of these dudes are gonna do. The same ones that say they don't care about multiplayer. Bro. If it benefits them, if it's something that's going well for the brand, they are going to change the label of PlayStation.
It depends how successful it is. They only gonna back
that's what I'm saying. It's literally the same thing with PlayStation being the home of these high fidelity, quality, story driven games. That it wasn't always like that. They changed the narrative to be like that. And I'm telling you, if they came out with quality multiplayer games, PlayStation fans or whoever, the narrative would change and everybody would fall in line.
Hey, one time.
That's what I'm saying.
In 2019, right? If 2019, I told you that the Last of Us online mode that everybody assumed would be on the second game. If I told you not only are they going to release the second game without the online, they're going to re-release the second game before we even see legitimate footage of the online, what would you have told me in 2019? You probably would have thought I was crazy, right?
Yeah.
You would have told me I'd be in a negative Nancy. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm on dick right now. But now that it's true, it's like, damn, just to even think that I wasn't going to even speak on this shit. What's up?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just gonna say I wasn't even gonna speak on this shit, bro. But just thinking about this shit is actually like mind-boggling. Like the shit got my head hurting a little bit, bro. They re-released this game twice. They released this game twice before we seen the online once. They ain't even showed us that motherfucker moving. What the fuck is going on, dog?
Let me ask you this though, because I just thought about this. At which point do we put some blame on Jim Ryan or whoever else is in charge of that whole live service shit? Because the reason I'm saying that is because we know now that is the main reason this game is not out yet. If it didn't have that aspect to the game, it probably would have been out by now.
I
at what point?
Jim Ryan is definitely a large portion of the blame. Absolutely.
Oh, we've been
because when Last of Us 2 came out and the game, obviously got some mixed reception, but most people consider that to be a great game, and fans were high on Naughty Dog.
I mean,
people had faith in factions until we got the news that they were having trouble.
If you go off somebody like David Jaffe, who's, no matter how we feel about it, he's kind of respected in the industry. He said that, and the shit proves it, bro. Like, you can put two and two together. Jim Ryan being overbearing, which Sony had, Sony used to get praised for them giving their devs freedom. But since Jim Ryan got in charge, he told every single dev literally that they have any workers with that they have to make a games as a service. And now it has it's pushed back.
Literally all their major devs are working on a multiplayer game. Maybe all of them.
Exactly. They got to have at least one game service multiplayer game and whatever else they want to work on. But it's pushed back development on every fucking thing.
Let me ask you a question.
Now we fuck.
So, do you think a multiplayer game can come out right now? And I think we've had this conversation before, and not be a live service and be okay?
No.
So, okay. So, but that's where I'd be a little bit confused about, because I believe it can be, and I've called for that, but y'all have told me. So y'all are against live service games, but y'all also saying you cannot release a live service game, game that's not live service.
Nobody's against live service games. We was against every dev available.
No, people are definitely against live service.
Let
games.
me tell you.
People are literally against the concept of them in general.
Oh, for sure.
The problem with live service games is a lot of them, and we've had this conversation before, a lot of them launch with little to no content, and then you're essentially just waiting for updates. We've seen that happen to a lot of recent games that were live service. So I think that's what affected the perception.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I just don't think I'm gonna say. The reason games can't release that's not a live service anymore. Gaming is about what? Making money, making a profit. You cannot release a game that only got one barrier of entry. Like, if you make a game that got a price point, you buy it, then you play it. That don't benefit nobody. That don't benefit. That definitely don't benefit no
constant revenue stream.
Exactly. So yeah, It's when you put in revenue streams in the game, more likely than not, it's gonna turn into a games as a service. So you can't make that.
I think the other issue too, BG, is not necessarily that it's live service. It's that none of these developers have any experience with that, and so now they're trying to do things to help with that, like buying Bungie, which we've seen how that's going. Even Destiny fans thought that. I saw some Destiny fans that said, that were criticizing the Bungie deal. So they're trying to do shit. They're trying to hire outside people to come in and help. None of these devs had experience with live service games. So I think that's another reason why it's taking so fucking long to get these shits coming out.
I just still believe you can release a multiplayer game without it being live service and it be successful.
Can you name one that's recent that did that?
I can't name one recent because they don't make them anymore.
Wait, can you just break that down for me? Like what an example of a traditional one would be, and then like a live service one?
Like a traditional multiplayer game?
Yeah.
A traditional multiplayer game. It comes out. It won't necessarily have seasons, but you can still most of them still have DLC or some type of updated maps. Right? Now a live service game is essentially it's usually free to play. Content is dry at first. The content comes over a period of time, and it's meant to have longevity.
Is the content, the lack of content at launch. That's the main issue people have.
Okay, but like I'm saying, I still think you could just release a regular multiplayer game for it and be successful.
If that's the case, like you want to charge, are you like in your reality? Are you trying to say you should charge $60-$70 for the Last of Us Factions 2?
I'm saying. Yeah,
as a traditional multiplayer game.
Oh, absolutely. If you charge, I would be completely fine with being charged once. It's not a live service game. Maybe we get 2 updates and that's it.
No, I think
that would never happen.
I'm completely fine with that. I'm completely fine with that.
There hasn't been a man.
And especially a game like The Last of Us, where its selling point is the story. There's no way you could do that.
I would have been fine with that.
Let me say this to BG's point. BG, hypothetically, let's just say that could happen. They could release a multiplayer game that's not live service and it'd be successful. The issue is Sony is trying to do things to boost their revenue, and they're doing that a few different ways. We see it with the live action movies and TV, and one of the other things was the live service games. If they drop a multiplayer game that's not live service, a regular multiplayer game, $60, let's say it sells 10-15 million lifetime. If it's live service, they want to see 10 million a year. They want to get Fortnite numbers.
It's no
that's what the issue is. They want the game to just do well and then people move on. They want a game that's going to be able to make money for years down the line.
That would be the equivalent of a shoe company making like indestructible shoes. Like you buy them bitches one time, you never got to buy another. They not gonna do that.
But it's so crazy that we look at it like that because, bro, there's literally this idea of dropping a multiplayer game that's not live service, that's complete insanity now, was a norm just like a generation ago. Like it wasn't that long ago that was the norm. Now it's insanity.
It really wasn't because we never called it live service. It was the same shit. Games still had season pass. At first it might have just been 1 or 2 seasons. Now they like, okay, we're doing a season for actual every. But it's not. I mean, it's the same concept, bro. If COD and all that shit wasn't doing constant map packs and updates, niggas wouldn't be fucking with it. Like, that was games as a service back then. Same shit.
It's just
same concept.
It's just crazy in my head to think something that was the norm just not too long ago. Was it? I know people think it was that long ago. It wasn't. Now it's complete insanity and suicide. Like, and it can't work. That just seems too fast for something to not work.
This has just changed, BG. That everything has just it's changed. Once these live service games came out and they started making money hand over fist, it literally changed everything. Like people want that. They went in on that.
All right, listen, man.
Somebody brought up one Ghost of Tsushima co-op mode, but that don't benefit nobody. You don't even gotta buy that. It didn't.
And they've already stopped support for that.
Yeah, they didn't make no fucking money.
I stopped hearing about that after the opening weekend of it.
It was a waste. It's a waste of time and resources, bro. Nobody had to buy it, and you don't make any revenue off of it. I think.
Listen, if the whole live service game is essentially purged from the industry because it fails, like let's say like all of them just start failing and everybody gets away from it. I think it's possible they go back to the old way of making multiplayer games. I think it's possible.
You know, I disagree, BG.
Nature heals.
Because 95% of live service games are failing and dying, and they still doing it.
They still making them.
Exactly, bro. It don't matter how many fail.
But I'm saying give them some time, and they're gonna revert back to.
Matter of fact, we gonna y'all talk about the casino all the time, right? 10,000 niggas going to a casino every day. 9,000 niggas lose everything in their pocket, but guess what? They still got that hope they're gonna be one of them 1,000 that win. You see what I'm saying? So every game that comes out and fail, that next game, I'm gonna be that one. Multiverses, you didn't think they thought they were gonna be that one? They lost 99% of their player base. Warner Brothers said, you know what? Suicide Squad gonna be that one. When that shit lose in DOA, Wonder Woman might be they gonna keep going, bro. They don't care.
They can. By the way, they confirmed Wonder Woman.
Okay, might have bombed, but you know what? Foam Stars, that's gonna be the one to take off.
Oh well.
Foam Stars is gonna be the one to take off.
But what I'm saying is, I think eventually, when something fails so much, it will stop. That is fact. When something fails enough, eventually it will stop, and they'll do something else. And I think maybe they might look back and see, before we did this, which was an immense failure, how did we do it? And I think they kind of go back to there.
Because that kind of goes back to what I was saying about like IP and like trying to build it up. They might just still stick with the live service motto in mind, but just try it with a new IP and see like what exactly is hot at the moment and trying to replicate that.
Possible. IP is important.
Yeah.
It is important. Listen, man, we talked about gas a lot. And there's a bunch of other stuff we ain't even get to yet.
Like what? After dark, here we come.
Shut up.
Hey, BG, you said you started the podcast earlier, so we end earlier, but the
be
podcast been longer. It's been longer,
come
bro.
on, man. Because
It's been longer, bro.
Dog.
No,
it's not because dudes want to make up words like Xbox tax, and then we spent an hour and a half on it. If dudes,
who told you to talk about that?
I did. What do you mean? It was a hot topic.
I didn't give a fuck about that shit, man.
You did it. Xbox tax was literally trending.
About that shit.
What made it longer was Doc and Bond. They had that little.
Yeah, man.
They died on the market.
No, whichever Xbox fanboy came up with that word and started using it this week, I'm blaming him, because then there wouldn't have been a topic for an hour and a half on my podcast. I'm blaming them.
Would y'all believe me if I told you I was playing Destruction All Stars right now?
Ugh.
Disgusting.
I'm keeping the games alive.
All right, let's get to let's get to some topics quick, because there's still some. I want to talk about these games that came out, because the games are what important. There was some Amazon gaming division and Sega layoffs. There's been layoffs every week. I just wanted to mention it. Our condolences, thoughts and prayers, whatever y'all pretend to care about all these layoffs.
BG. It's very hard to enjoy.
Y'all land on y'all feet, man.
Yeah, man. Wish the best to them. I feel for them. My feelings are hurt. Oh, it's killing me inside. All that bull crap y'all be spewing. Y'all don't really care.
I'm gonna sleep at night.
I think they should cancel the Game Awards. I mean, how can we celebrate the Game Awards? People.
Hey, you think if they came out with like a GoFundMe for like
the Game Awards? Why?
I mean, these layoffs, Bond, is just not a good time right now to be celebrating games.
Thoughts and prayers.
God.
I was devastated when I heard.
The only thing that's being canceled is hair follicles, unfortunately.
I can't stand these toxic positivity merchants.
What did Kevin Samuels call them? Pander bears.
Oh God, yeah.
He was right.
I was so devastated.
Peddling merchants.
Man, listen, hearing about these layoffs, when I couldn't even enjoy games this week. Couldn't. It's like, it was just killing me inside.
That's like me saying there's homeless people at the border. I can't go on.
Yeah.
I'm miserable and my life sucks, and I'm emotionally distraught because people are trying to illegally cross, or there's bad shit that happens everywhere.
All the time.
There's bad shit in the Middle East. There's bad shit in Ukraine. There's bad shit in Russia. There's bad shit in America. It sucks, but life goes on.
And it's funny. They only seem to be completely stuck and can't move and can't play games when when it's gaming layoffs. When layoffs happen outside of gaming all the time, so you're only paralyzed when it's gaming layoffs.
All last year, all this beginning of this year, yeah.
So it's only when it's a gaming company. Oh God, I'm so paralyzed it hurts. So man, get the frauds.
Okay,
I'm
this
gonna
picture in the
ta-
chat is
I'm
fire.
gonna
just
take
did a
y'all-
radio edit live.
I'm gonna take y'all back in a time machine. So speaking of layoffs, right? So all these hypocrites, they should be sucking Nintendo's dick right now.
Whoa.
Because
Nintendo
Bond
does none.
remembers
I want to be.
Hold
Nintendo.
on, let me get to my point. Bond remembers a time where upper management, Reggie and that man, cut their salaries in half to save people from layoffs. And
remember
people were calling for their jobs instead of graciously saying, oh man, these guys are saving people's jobs. Maybe we should go out and support and buy a Wii U. Nope, they didn't do that, did they, Blandrew?
Nope, they got hashtag Fiery Wada trending on Twitter.
There you go. It's crazy how these fanboys, you know, what do they say? Yesterday's price isn't today's.
Yeah. Kaitlyn Denver may have been casted as Abby in Last of Us Season 2. Apparently she had also, when they were auditioning for Ellie, she had auditioned for Ellie also.
We've only talked about
it was back when it was a movie. She had auditioned.
Okay. And apparently she was Cassie Drake in Uncharted 4. So there may be a connection there, like they might have that relationship with her because she was Cassie. So it may be her.
I just want to say she's the second person to be rumored to play Abby. There was actually a different girl that was rumored to play her months ago, actually. And a lot of signs pointed to her. Pretty much everybody from the cast and production followed this actor on Instagram, Twitter. They had images of her looking like Abby. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay.
Her name was Shannon Barry, by the way, the other actress.
Okay. Warner Bros. Confirmed that Wonder Woman is not going to be a live service game.
Fire.
I could have swore they said the same thing about Suicide Squad.
No, I think that was Gotham Knights, wasn't it? Wasn't it Gotham Knights?
Either way, man.
I had to look it up, but I distinctly remember there was a article or something where they said Suicide Squad is not a live service, and then like directly after that, or maybe it was before that, the gameplay leaked, like the UI, the menu, and it showed like live service shit on the menu. So, but
then they started taking that, like flagging people and taking that picture down.
Flagging? I'm snitching.
They haven't come out and confirmed that it's live service. They haven't confirmed that.
I might have gave myself a premature L. I remember back in the day saying Gotham Knights looked better than Suicide Squad. And then when I saw Suicide Squad, I was like, damn, maybe I was wrong. But no, when I saw Gotham Knights, I was like, damn, I definitely lost that. But now seeing Suicide Squad, I'm like, damn,
this fat chick is Abby?
No, that's one of the.
Nothing's confirmed right now, but
nothing's confirmed.
She's one of the rumored people to play her. Shannon
other-
Barry.
She better hit the gym.
Kaitlyn Dever's the new rumor.
Anyway,
all right,
this nigga Bond.
No, let's look. If we're going to be lore accurate, I wondered how Abby was that fucking jacked. But then when you got to their what was their hideout, like a football stadium, they had a weight room. They had like a whole they had a state-of-the-art NFL attired weight room. That's how she got that jacked. So the girl playing
she's not going to be that big in the show, though. I can guarantee you that. She's not.
She's not going to be that. Like, but here's the thing: like, the way Ellie's gameplay is she can pretty much throw hands with the average guy because she is jacked, whereas Ellie has to use the knife of finesse. So whoever they're choosing, I'm sorry, like,
I'm sure they'll have her hit the gym.
Hey, Bond.
It's just gonna be weird seeing some run-of-the-mill, average-ass white chick throwing hands with grown-ass
they're
men.
probably not gonna show all that anyway.
I also need Fat Gerald in this too. I need to see Lev get its face pushed into the garage.
She went from Abby to Flabby Bond.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
pretty much. That picture on the right.
Give him the invite. Give him the invite, Alex. Go ahead.
Who?
Oh, you ever heard of the Jiggy League?
Yeah, there you go. See?
There you go.
Invite to the Jiggy League. So what do y'all think?
Here's my other thing. Like, why are they hiring an actress and going to put her through strenuous workouts instead of just hiring, like, I'm sure there's plenty of women actresses that are fit already.
But they got to be young.
They
got to look young.
be young.
They got to be a certain age. They got to look a certain way.
They got to look like they're about 19
No, I mean
years old.
they didn't have to be young to be a certain way, look a certain way to be Ellie. So why do they need to do it for Abby?
That girl still look like a child though.
Well, for Ellie, they just wanted a white girl, so she passed.
Bro, the one they got right now, her face is still loading in, bro. Like they gotta switch that shit up.
It's
bro.
buffering.
Facts. Yeah, frame drops on the face. Well, never mind, that might be.
So what did y'all think about did y'all watch the 20-minute Suicide? So there's a Suicide Squad Insider series. This is kind of like PR damage control to change.
Yeah,
like
they're trying to get people to like the game before it drops.
Yeah, the optics, the image of the game before it drops. You know, they're trying to change it up because people hated what they saw before. So it's damage control. They released it's going to be a series. They released 20 minutes of gameplay. Y'all watch it? Any thoughts?
I watched some of it.
So, bro, honestly, what I see is Sunset Overdrive. That's what it really honestly looks like to me.
No, I'm a quote gamer. It looks like Crackdown 3, like Crackdown.
Yeah, Ford said that too.
I see. Okay, I can see that, but I see more Sunset Overdrive mixed with Crackdown. I'll say that. That's what seems
the
to
movement
like.
of Sunset Overdrive.
Tell you what, it don't look like BG. It don't look like an Arkhamverse game.
No.
It don't look fun. It look like this devout of any creativity, or it just looks like bullshit, bro. Typical AAA bullshit.
You know what? To me, what it looks like a game that they would expect casuals to casual friends to get on 4-player co-op, and it's not one of those games that you really paying attention to. It's just one of those games that people play in a party. That's what it seems like to me. It's not actually fun.
That sounds terrible.
It's for casuals who don't actually pay attention to the gameplay, but they're playing together, so it doesn't matter. That's what this game looks like to me.
It also, and I could be wrong, but I feel like this game won't be fun to play solo. It feels like a game that you'll only really have fun co-op.
So yeah, it's a stupid co-op game. Oh, look, I'm playing with my friends. I'm enjoying this. No, you're enjoying the fact that you're interacting with your friends, but the gameplay isn't actually good. It's empty and shallow, and you don't feel anything. You feel empty playing it.
Looks like Unga Bunga third-person shooter nonsense, BG. It should be right up your alley.
Absolutely.
Yeah, BG's gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Except I'm not an Unga Bunga gamer. You know, as much as y'all love depending on me.
You are the Unga Bunga gamer.
I am not, good sir. So.
You stream RoboCop. Nobody asked for that. Who asked you to stream RoboCop?
Nobody asked.
Nigga, who asked you to breathe?
You made it the whole series. Like,
nobody. Who are those streams supposed to be for?
Damn, did you do a pattern like Wonton? You played the game and then watched all the RoboCop films?
He did.
Wow.
No, not all of them.
But the biggest thing for me, this shit is as a fan of the Arkham games, is just very disappointing. They made 3 great games in the Arkham series, and then we get this. It just feels like a completely different studio. And then on top of that, the people that were heads of the studio that were there for the Arkham games, they left. So I don't have any high expectations. I don't have any expectations for this game.
I don't think this
I'm
game
still going to play it probably, but
I don't think this game. First of all, I don't think this game is going to be like rated badly. I honestly think this game might be like an 84. I'm gonna be real.
I can see that.
I could see this game being an 84. Still not fun. Because it is Rocksteady. Even though the game is probably
84. Did you see that game? That shit ain't getting
Jack.
Did you see that gameplay?
Jack. Okay, let me tell you something about this game, right? It doesn't look fun to me. But I think this game is going to be a top seller because it's Suicide Squad and I think this game is going to be a top seller next year. And I guarantee you it lands in the 80s. I guarantee.
What got them nice again?
Bro, I'm telling. See, Gotham Knights is different.
It's launched with a lot of issues and
this
like that, so
see, it may not be fun, but it's probably going to be polished because it's Rocksteady. They're going to get a lot of points off that just by itself.
We can't say that. We can't say that because they haven't released the game in almost a decade. They ain't brought
Gotham Knights has a 67 on Metacritic.
Bro, it's no way in hell, bro. They haven't released a game in 8 years, and this is what they've been working on. Are you kidding me? This shit ain't get no fucking 84.
I'll take a bet that it doesn't touch the 80s.
Oh, let's can we?
I can see it
being
low.
Like to put on that?
I can see that.
What would you like to put on that, Blanchard?
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Deal.
I want mine physical too.
Yeah, like what? All right, that's cool.
Fine.
Sounds good to me.
As far as the
Deal.
sales though, I think BG it has that casual appeal. Them niggas
Yeah.
gonna carry their sales.
It might sell, but that's not indicative of quality.
because
no, absolutely.
No.
But y'all bring up sales for Horizon though, just to point that out.
Like I think, like bro, I think they said Gotham Knights was in the top 10 selling games when it came out. As bad as that, we all acknowledge it was.
Just because it got the Bat family in it.
Yeah, the brand, bro. So this is gonna sell bare minimum better than Gotham Knights. So that means it's probably going to be in the top 10. And
I just hope the story is good at this point. If the story is interesting,
I think I think that it has a chance of the writing being actually good, even though the gameplay is empty and shallow. It's going to be polished. I feel like, bro, this is to me, this looks like an 80 game that I would be bored with. But I think it easily gets at an 80 bare minimum. Trust me, man. What's crazy is what's crazy is I can see this game being one of those accidental games that like people keep playing, like casuals keep playing. Like it could be kind of like part of the Negro Casual collection, not to the same, but you know what I'm saying, like something that just continues that people can actually play.
I said, what do you think my chances are?
This game looks absolutely horrible. Besides graphically, this game looks absolutely atrocious. The movement looks.
This Persona game?
No, it just looks like bullshit, bro.
As for reviews, I feel like it'll get mostly 8s and 7s. So that's why I think a low 80s Metacritic is definitely possible.
Yeah, I think so.
It looks like Starfield.
But it looks boring to me. Like straight up, it looks boring as hell to me. But I can see it getting good reviews.
You ain't gonna give it a chance, BG.
Reviewers don't even like multiplayer games, co-op games like this. I don't know,
bro. Don't they?
They like the Among Us.
They like playing with their friends. They like co-op. Like people be
game journalists don't got friends. I don't know about this one.
People really be fooled by that whole co-op thing, right? Like if they play with somebody and they have fun, they really be fooled into thinking, oh, that means the game is good.
They think the game is good. Like,
yeah.
nigga, you could have fun playing fucking chess with us. Like, it could be anything. Anything is fun with friends.
Jack, now that you mention that, video game journalists might be the most emotional critics in all the universe. I don't know any other movies, music. I don't know anybody that be crying, say that this cured my family's curse.
Clapping at the screen.
Jumping and clapping with their ass. Yeah,
taught me to be a better father. Shut
they're gonna say Suicide Squad, brought their friend group together closer and helped them bond. They gonna say that something like
that. Hey, you
kept me from committing suicide. Like they do too much, bro.
All right.
What else is coming out? Like when does that come out?
February.
It comes out February. I want to say well, I'll just look it up. But yeah, it comes out February.
I need some real heat to drop around that game to make it seem like that game is just even worse than it is for the reviewers.
Oh man.
February 2nd.
And it probably won't have more, a lot of competition. It doesn't, besides Final Fantasy sometime around there. But like, if especially early February where there's not a lot of stuff coming out, people might just pick that up off the strength that it's there. Nothing else. So.
I thought it was fairly packed. Like there's a new
February?
Yakuza game coming out. There's Final
February.
Fantasy.
I think it is Yakuza, Final Fantasy, Suicide Squad.
Then I feel like there was like 5 other games that I'm completely missing.
Fucking packed.
The casuals are gonna buy.
Fucking packed.
Listen, that it might be the best-selling game that month too. Don't be surprised. I'm telling you, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. All right.
Persona 3 Reload. That's February 2nd. Oh, it's the same day as Suicide Squad.
Grand Blue Fantasy, I believe, and
Suicide Squad. Honestly, outselling all of that stuff, bro. And I'm like, once again, it's not me saying it's good. I'm just saying it's probably going to be a success, even though it's asked to us.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wani, apologize to me because you apologize to Jack too. You call us both morons for saying that Wolverine isn't coming out next year. And now the rumor from Insider Gaming, which I trust, anything Insider Gaming says or uses a source for, I believe it. And they say it's coming out 2025. So apologize to both of us.
Let me just say this. I fuck with Insider Gaming. A lot of, just want to point out, Insider Gaming is just they're just like a website. They're not necessarily insiders. They have an insider on staff, Tom Henderson. He's the guy that leaked, the PS Portal and the PS5 remodel, all that. I fuck with Tom Henderson. He's accurate. Initially, I didn't believe this report. Okay, they said Wolverine not coming out next year, it's coming out 2025. But when I read the article, the source is Daniel Rickman. On Twitter, he's Daniel RPK. I've been following that dude for at least 2 years, and he's pretty. He's mostly a movie insider, but he's been doing some gaming stuff lately. So you know what? I will apologize. Because I believe Daniel RPK. If he's saying it, it has a good chance to be true. So I take it back. I guess we're not getting Wolverine next year. I will add that anything can happen. These are the Insomniac gods that the people that have been releasing a game for the last for the last 3 years.
Y'all
So
glazing.
I'm gonna let them cook. And it's the Miles Morales team. Arguably better than Spider-Man 2, Miles Morales. I'll let y'all have that debate. I'm gonna let them cook. Wolverine might still come out next year, but for right now, you got it. I give it to y'all and Jack.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very mature of you, brother. Very mature of you.
Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is currently no longer in development. I think it was Jeff Grubb who said this.
Jeff Grubb.
Yeah, so that's either canceled or I don't know, on ice, something like that.
There you go, Jack. There's your good PlayStation news.
Yeah, I mean that's some more. I know PlayStation is involved in this. I thought they picked the dev, but it's discrepancies with all
that they didn't. So.
It's discrepancies with all that, but what I do know is that they were money hatting this game. They were funding this game.
They paid for exclusivity. They paid for exclusivity, but yeah.
Yeah, so they lost some money with that.
Disney and or Lucas and picked the devs.
Lucasfilm owns the rights to KOTOR. They are in partnership with Embracer to make the game.
Yeah.
If y'all remember, it came out, I want to say it was like just a couple months ago, where they said insiders have found out that not even insiders, I think it was just somebody on Twitter. Sony removed the announcement trailer and all that shit from their channel on YouTube. So a lot of people are pointing to that and this new report that the game is definitely
and they lied and said it was because of copywritten music.
Yeah.
Hey, them dudes, they something else over there, boy. Yeah. God damn.
This is my only thing. I tried to play KOTOR on PC because I actually bought it. It was pretty cheap. The game is just very outdated. Yeah. Because I wanted to play it. People always talk about how great it is. I never played it, so I was like, you know what? Let me try this.
That shit looks
It's very
disgusting.
outdated, bro, for me. So I was looking forward to this remake. I'm hoping they can still do it with a different dev team, but I mean, we'll have to see.
Dragon's Dogma 2 showcase coming out set for November 28th. Assassin's Creed Nexus VR came out. I know none of us played that unless you got the new Quest.
That's getting a lot of good reviews. People are saying that's one of the best VR games that they've played in a while.
It's not on PSVR 2?
No,
I think it's only on the Quest.
Quest 3. They got exclusivity for it.
Yeah.
Been dropping the ball on VR 2, bro.
Naruto. I hate these fucking titles. Naruto X Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. God, I hate these titles, bro. Listen, I'm just acknowledging that this released, but I've been saying I think they need to give the Naruto license to an actual developer who will turn this fighting game into an actual fighting game with some actual fighting mechanics that'll make it competitive.
You want like a Dragon Ball Z Fighters type Naruto game.
Make it respectable. That something that people would actually take serious and even possibly play at Evo. You know what I'm saying? Like some real fighting game mechanics. So give it to somebody else, bro. Y'all done made like 25 of these joints, and all of them are just irrelevant, played by broke people who can't afford to play anything else.
That's not true, sir. That's not true. The Storm games are actually very fun.
That's my gimmick.
Oh, God.
Yeah, exactly. That's a gimmick infringement. Speaking of Naruto, did y'all read the last chapter?
Ooh, yes, sir.
I'm sorry.
He's on my Boruto. I've heard
Blue
some
Vortex.
Shit,
yes, I did.
Yeah. Oh, did BG say read?
Yeah. What are you talking about? We don't do that.
This is why you don't want to have kids, because you don't want to teach anybody how to read and swim, do you?
Oh,
They gonna be asked out. The BG gotta teach them, boy.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not reading no manga when
manga.
Yeah, manga. Yeah, I'm not
Here's
reading no manga, bro. Like what?
Here's the thing about manga, BG. Manga is the superior format. It is the less time-consuming format. I'm on chapter 670 of One Piece in like 2 months. Do you know how long it would take me to get that far if I actually had to watch the anime and all that filler and all that bullshit? Nah, I'm good. I read a nice, relaxing chapter once a week for most manga, or I binge read. I'm not trying to sit up here and watch subtitles for days and months and years on end to catch up. No, I'm good.
You still listen to Mech Warrior before bed?
Listen to what?
You still listen to Mech Warrior stats before bed?
I need.
There's a latest video, but they're on Dark Age mechs.
There's no
I'm not really
gameplay
a
on
fan of-
screen, BG.
I'm not really a fan of these Dark Age mechs.
Listen, I need that animation. I'm not reading nothing. I need to see animation happening on screen. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's way better seeing fights animated than reading them. That's just me, though.
Here's what you do. You read the manga, and then when you come by an interesting fight, then you can just come back and watch it.
Okay. I see
Outside of that, like, you're just wasting time watching long drawn, like, One Piece right now is doing one chapter to one anime episode. That's nuts. Why do you think, like, back in the day, like, say, like, Frieza 5 minutes till Namek explodes? It was like 26 episodes. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. Back then, we didn't have jobs or anything. We come off the bus, try to watch Toonami at 5:30.
Some of us
Niggas
still
got shit
don't.
to do now.
Who are you talking about, BG?
Huh?
Paris has a job, bro. Like, stop
Come
shooting
on,
at
man.
them, man.
Yo, what? Stop saying that, guys. Saying that man's name. Bald ass gonna come after me. Nigga gonna charge at me with that bald ass head like Rhino. Come on, bro.
There we go.
We was waiting. There you go.
Come on, man.
Let's go. Bald ass head.
Come on, man. I
That
heard
would
that.
hurt too, BG.
I heard that shit. I heard that shit explodes and like when it charges into something, goes off like a bouncing Betty.
You saying his head is Semtex?
That shit like a bouncing Betty, bro.
He got a hollow tip dome, nigga. What's up?
Why is BG thinking he me all of a sudden?
Nigga head is an explosive round.
Come on, bro.
Oh, come on, man. That would be crazy. Like, imagine if you like hit a bald person's head and they exploded.
This is for my wife, nigga.
That's must see TV right there.
BG admitted, doesn't it feel good to make fun of bald people?
It does. It's amazing. Like, that's crazy. Like, that should go off like a detonator. They self-explode.
Imagine your house shaking. Like, what the fuck out there playing around? What y'all doing out there? Nigga running in this shit.
Sound like a rock in the background. Like, yo, they slapping niggas' heads again.
You saying the top of his head got a point like a pimple, like it's ready to bust.
Oh my god.
Tony Todd going crazy, boy.
Stop making fun of bald people. It's not nice. Okay, seriously, we need to get out of here. And there's some games that we need to talk about. Oh, I beat Modern Warfare 3 campaign. What the hell,
It took
bro?
you 40 minutes.
Bro, what the hell? Dog, they claim so they denied the accusations that this campaign was made in 16 months. Bro, y'all did not help yourself with against them allegations with what I played. Bro, literally half of the game is, we talk about tacked on multiplayer a lot. This is a tacked on single player. Like, literally, bro. Like, half of the game is literally just a Warzone match, a PvE Warzone match with like multiple capture the flags. Like,
that shit is so trash.
That's what they turned half the missions into. There was no actual like, mission structure. It was just a Warzone match with the bots. I'm like, what? Are they serious? And then it sucks because there are some like 2 missions that I think are actual standout missions. That I'm like, damn, these are really good. But the game feels like it was made by 2 different people, 2 different studios in a very short time frame, because the quality of Modern Warfare 2's single player was amazing, bro. And I don't remember who did that one. This is
campaign.
Yeah, I don't remember who did this one. This was like Sledgehammer who did this one.
Sledgehammer, yeah. Infinity War.
Infinity War did the last one. Sledgehammer did this one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, bro, it's crazy. I couldn't believe what I played. And then they ended the game. This game ends before the last Modern Warfare 3 ends. Like, they cut off like a whole like quarter of the game. So the game ends earlier than it did in Modern Warfare 3, the original, which is like bizarre and mad weird. Like that don't make no sense.
Because I actually enjoyed I didn't like Modern Warfare 2019's multiplayer, but I like the campaign, and I like MW2's campaign. If I just watch the cutscenes for this MW3, do you think I'll still get a decent like story out of it, or it's mid?
I don't think so, because it's like there's not even enough story there, like because of how they constructed the game.
That's the part that disappoints me so much, is because Modern Warfare 2, especially that campaign, was pretty good. So I was actually looking forward to MW3's campaign.
But look, I'm complaining. I can acknowledge I'm complaining about something that most people don't care about. So I know like the studio don't really care about it like that. It's all about the multiplayer. So almost nobody probably plays a single player. I'm one of few people who care about it, because I've always cared about. Believe it or not, I know you morons out there think COD campaigns are just some irrelevant shit. They used to have really good campaigns, really good stories, really good stories. Like,
I used to play the campaign and not even touch the multiplayer.
COD 2 story, World at War, Black Ops 1, bro. These joint stories
had a fire campaign.
The writing be good. So people, that's why it'd be so crazy when people are like, oh, you care about the single player? Yeah, because the joints used to be fire, bro. But nobody cares.
It's so funny because people that say that, they know damn well they liked Black Ops campaign, Black Ops 2. Like, those are some good campaigns. Like, but if you want to talk about the recent games, then I can see their point. But back in the day, nigga, they was fire.
Hey, speaking of campaigns, Alan Wake 2 probably got the best story I've played this year.
Nice.
I just beat it a couple days ago.
Did you vote for it at the Game Awards, Best Narrative?
I don't vote because I don't believe in politics.
Oh.
You such a sassy bitch, nigga.
Next topic.
Oh my god. All right. So yeah, campaign disappointing. Sucks to suck. Mario RPG came out. I'm almost done with the game. I got
it's short.
It's not long. Pause. It's just that Mario RPG is one of my favorite games. So the original. So I'm able to just get through this quick. I got 5
what
out of it.
What system was that on originally? SNES.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I'm able to get through this so quick because I remember everything about the game. But the game is honestly easier than the original. Nintendo, see, it's so weird because when you start up the game, right, they ask you to pick a difficulty. One is like super easy, where you're not even playing the game, like the explorer mode, like if you just want to enjoy the story. And then they have normal, and then that's it. It's 2 difficulties. It looks so weird because it clearly looked like one, like there's supposed to be a harder difficulty. There's like no challenge, dog. I'm enjoying it, but there is no challenge. I wish they would have just made it a little bit more challenging, bro. But the game I still love it. It's fun. It's pretty much 1-to-1, like 1-to-1 of the original. All this, they've added a few mechanics like a team attack and a few things like that, but mainly it's the same game. And if you never played the original, I highly recommend you play this. I like the art style they use. It looks really nice. Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun playing it. It's between this and Persona Tactica made me a very happy gamer this weekend. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, is this a safe space? Can I say how I feel?
Yeah, please.
About these games. It's safe. Like I was legit happy. Like that childlike happiness that you get. I got that with Mario RPG and Persona Tactica this weekend.
Charm?
Whatever
you
it is.
Get that with Spider-Man too?
I love Spider-Man 2, brother. I loved it. It was great. I kind of mad. I was kind of mad I live streamed it because I wanted to play it faster.
You see it, right? Okay.
I loved all of it. Like this whole year for me, Jack, it's like they just been feeding me, bro. Just everything.
Oh, hey, no, you can't. This ain't a safe space.
I said feed. Come on.
The way
I said
you
feed.
said it, but
now you see why I asked you if
crazy.
your mouth hurt early in the show? You see why?
He's like, they've been feeding me. Calm down, brother.
See,
It's like
I used
on that one song.
I said feed because I thought you would be able to relate, Jack. But ain't.
Oh, okay.
talking about the
No,
beginning?
this ain't about me.
Yeah.
Okay. But not like this whole year, bro. It's just been good game after
You
good
for
game.
Remake this year at BG. They really like catered to you for real.
Bro, like this is my year, dog. With these games,
Dead
bro. Like
Space, yeah, they was on BG radar.
literally, like
You coming for what's yours this year, BG? Your lame ass.
like, bro, they was talking to me, dog. Like they was talking to me nice this year.
It's like,
Talk back.
They was talking to me, bro.
Like crazy.
Faction, like, bro. I don't want to jump out the window, but bro, like it's. I've been tempted to call it best
year in gaming. Look at you.
Man, I don't want to say it.
I still got 2013, man. I still got 2013, man.
I don't want to say it. I don't like.
Let's just say this: even if you don't consider this the best sharing, this is easily a top 5 year.
No, it's definitely a good year.
We gotta at least say that.
It's only been 1 week. It's only been 1 week link this year. It's only been 1 week.
Bro, Alex, I'm not talking about I'm talking about objectively. The amount of good games that have come out, like highly rated games that have come out this year.
Can I tell you something one time?
Go ahead.
Knockout City
Oh God.
ended this year.
Oh,
I give a fuck about this year.
Matter of fact,
After what was dear to me.
PlayStation, Xbox,
You
only
get
two
them
that
foam stars though. Foam stars replacing.
PlayStation, Xbox, only two that didn't carry their weight for real. Everybody else was doing their thing.
2024 gonna be my year. Foam stars.
Yeah, third party was going hard to
You know
show.
what I'm saying? Third party and Nintendo did their thing. It's Xbox and PlayStation only two dumbasses that ain't do shit. For
Oh,
real.
Hustle said that Mario RPG has a hard boss rush mode. Oh, after you beat the game. Okay. Cool. So yeah, Mario RPG. It's amazing. It's great. Really enjoy it. It looks great. Yeah, classic game. Love it. Almost done with it. Like I said, I just got 2 more stars. I might be able to beat it tonight.
BG, do you work from home or?
I only go to work on 1 day of the week. Yeah. Yeah.
How else you think he'd be live streaming at 7?
I don't know. I'd be like, dang, how do you got time to be playing all these games? I wish.
Or have time to be making these breaking videos. Like I go on Twitter, I see breaking news. I hit YouTube, and nigga already got the video uploaded.
Yeah, that's crazy, BG.
Yeah. I mean, only 1 day of the week. So, Persona 5 Tactica. So listen, I wanna just give a round of applause for.
Are you standing up right now?
Did you use your hands to do that clap?
Come on, y'all some freaks, bro. Y'all, why are y'all such freaks, bro?
You said clap my.
Bro, you said I want to clap and then didn't move your hands, nigga.
What are you clapping?
I said round of applause.
Bro,
why did you make that thing clap? Another song, nigga.
Think he Waka Flocka? What the
Jack,
Come
why
on,
is he
bro.
trying to be me tonight?
God. Hey, yo, what?
What that mean? What does that mean?
You don't remember I was giving standing ovations for like some of Sony's games, like BG making fun of bald people, BG making standing ovations, BG broke shaming.
Only y'all can make clapping sexual. Like I said, I just
really okay.
You sound like you was at Magic City.
The way you said it, dog.
I want to give a standing ovation for Persona because finally there is actually a good Persona game out there. Finally, they've released a good Persona game, and that is Persona 5 Tactica. I've been playing this game, and I have been very, very happy. I've been very pleased. You know, when I looked at the Metacritic for this game, it's like in the 70s. I think it's like 73 or something, right? And I'm like, what?
No classrooms.
And I'm looking at see what the reviews said. I'm like, okay, what? Because typically I don't care. It doesn't matter. But I'm curious. And they say pretty much it's lacking all the staples and all the things you would expect in a typical main Persona game. And I'm reading that like, oh, so all the dog shit, all the garbage, all the stuff that I hated about Persona games are gone? This makes sense why I like this game so much. Because there's no classroom, there's no social life and all that other garbage that y'all be spending hours doing in them Persona games. Yeah, none of that's here. We getting down to business. We actually doing stuff. We playing games. Not none of that stupid stuff that y'all think is charming and fun in Persona games. No, there is a story. There's a home base where you set up for the
shout out home base.
Where there's a home base in the game where you prepare for the next mission. You talk to some people. Get the dialogue out so it can forward the story, and then you move on to the next mission.
You know that regular Persona's like that as well.
No, it's
Yeah, I'm
not.
about to say, it's
No,
not
it's
your regular
not.
Persona.
No, no, it's
the
not.
regular Persona, there's a home base, a hideout you go to, you talk to a couple of characters, and you progress the story.
And what about all that social nonsense and that stupid, pointless walking
you
around?
Like the school, you don't like the school shit. That's what you don't like.
Yeah,
don't
none
like
of that
school
school
shit, the dating,
stupid
all that.
nonsense.
BG, what if I said that you might have a persona tax? What would you say?
It deserves a tax.
Persona tax, let's go!
Let's go! Hey, that's my highlight of tonight.
So yes, it has all of that stuff that I hate about Persona is not in this game, and I actually
Jazzy say you want to come talk about it too, BG.
Oh, can someone? Okay, I'll give him a roll.
I can't drag
Wait.
nobody.
Okay.
Why can I drag BG but I can't drag nobody else? I don't get that.
Right, he want to be touched so bad.
Oh, you sassy head. So yeah, all the stuff about that's in typical Persona games is not in this one. This is a strategy RPG. I typically love when a lot of these developers take an IP and they make a strategy RPG version of it. It usually works really well, like Gears Tactics and stuff like that. I love all these tactics games. And this one is really fun. They do incorporate
you want to say Mario BG.
Mario Tactics, they got one.
Which? Oh, you're talking about Rabbids, yeah. Rabbids, yeah, that too. I love. So yeah, anytime they do this with their IPs, it's a game for me. I'm like guaranteed to love it because I love this tactical genre.
I got a great game for you, BG. Let me type the name of it.
They do a good job, even though I don't like Persona games. I've seen, unfortunately, all of us have seen Jack play it for like 2 damn years. So I know some. So I know some of the things that are in them, like the all-out attack. They've incorporated that in this game. The persona attacks and all those things that you could do in those games. There's it's same way it's applied in this game. Just in a turn-based tactical RPG way. So, and I actually do like the characters. Like, listen, the writing is really good. I'm really enjoying it in the story in this one, right? Because pretty much this is just the beginning story. I don't know. This is not spoilers. I don't think it is. Pretty much, the Phantom Thieves, they're all together and somehow they get shipped to another, dimension. They don't know how they got there. And there's this new villain called Marie. I don't know. They should just call her Marie. That's how her name is spelled. But her name is Marie. And she like brainwashes a bunch of the Phantom Thieves. So you kind of lose your, in the beginning, you don't have your, your original team with you that all of y'all are used to in the Persona games, because they've been brainwashed, and you literally have to fight them in the game and things like that. So that's the premise of the game. And I really like it. Like if you like games like the Mario Rabbids game, the Gears Tactics, the XComs, if you like those type of games, you're gonna like this one. I really like the art style. It's really fun. I like that you can replay. There's a skill tree, a bunch of stuff to unlock. You can replay any mission that you've been on, and you still get like experience points and like money for it and stuff like that. I'm just really enjoying the story. Like the voice acting is like really good. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, I would really like all of these Persona games, honestly, if they need to tone down all that school nonsense.
You don't want the social sim aspect of it.
Yeah, they got to tone that down. And I think they mentioned, unless I'm tripping, I think in this game they mentioned college. So I'm like, in Persona 6, is that going to be like them in college?
No, it's going to be different characters. It's going to be different characters.
Oh, okay. But yeah, listen, I'm even kind of like curious about Persona 6, man. Listen, I would give Persona 6 a chance when it come out. Bro, and I would probably beat it, but they got to just tone all of other aspects down.
It's going to be Persona BG. Persona's Persona.
God, bro.
It's not bad, bro. I don't know why you. It's not bad, BG.
And I didn't get to. I think I would like Strikers. I didn't get to try it yet, but because I seen you play Strikers, and I think I would like that one too.
You would not like Strikers, BG.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one. BG, now that you have a handheld device, I would highly suggest that you just kick back and play Persona 5 or 4 or 3.
I would say play Persona 4 Gold and try that one first.
No,
yeah, it's a better game.
I did. I tried one of those. I can't remember which one.
He fell asleep.
I couldn't get with it, bro.
You bugging.
On a handheld?
Yeah, I live streamed it and I fell asleep. Yeah.
On a handheld.
I thought you played 5. I know you
No,
played 4.
I live streamed it. Not on a handheld. No, just on the Switch, and No, it's on PlayStation. What did I live streamed it from one of those.
You played 5. You played 5. Bro.
You played Persona 5.
Yeah,
No, I
I
live streamed both of them. I'm telling you, I live streamed both of them.
So it didn't come to PC until like 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago.
No, bro, I'm telling you. It was when we had that tier that people had to tell us what to play. I'm pretty sure I played it.
Persona 5.
Because people were trying to peer pressure BG into playing Persona games.
I don't remember him playing 4.
I'm telling you, bro. I played 5 and I played another one.
And then he deleted it.
I'm telling you, both of them, bro. I can't get with it. They
You're
need
a piece of shit, BG. That's crazy.
They need to get rid of all this filler. It's filler to me, bro. That's what it is. I'm sorry. So
Hold up. I thought you liked filler.
Why you said it like that? Sounded crazy.
No, you were just talking about you don't read manga, you watch anime, so you like filler.
Well, I can't do anything.
To be fair, I skipped the filler.
I can't get around that.
I mean, you could, if you want to be a complete fucking idiot, you could just skip all the story elements, BG.
No, listen, man. Hopefully, Persona 6 is at least better pacing. Because here's the thing: it's not in Tactica. They talk a lot. It's a lot of dialogue. But it doesn't bother me because it's paced up. They piece it up evenly, bro. Okay, like in the beginning, like they was talking for like 15 minutes straight. But then after that, they gave me gameplay. They let me rock. After that, it was like another 15 minutes. They making me. They're not taking control away from me for too long with all this jabber jawing, bro.
Persona 6 is never coming out. The next Persona will be Persona 5 too.
Both of y'all was talking at the same time, but
we didn't get Jazzy's
5
review.
2 will be the next Persona, not Persona 6.
Oh,
what?
They're like Persona 5 is like the Skyrim, the GTA, the Last of Us. Like it's like that.
I mean, they
game.
could just keep using them characters if they wanted to.
They're just gonna keep milking the shit out of it.
Well, yeah, because like Persona 5 is like their biggest popular game right now. Because they did the exact same thing with Persona 4, but not to the same extent, drawing out.
Hell, Persona 5 is a PS3 game. It is now PS5.
That came out on 2017. Yes,
still a PS3 game.
Don't matter.
and people like we didn't even get a PS4 Persona.
No,
we did. It was called.
You got a Royale
5. That was cross-gen.
No, we did not get a PS4 Persona. That's a lie.
Hey, look.
it's the facts. I'm looking at my.
I'm laughing because he laughing.
I'm looking at my shelf right now. Persona 1 and 2 were on PlayStation 1.
AD.
Persona 3 and 4 were on PlayStation 2. Persona 5 is on PS3. There is
crazy.
no Persona for PS4.
That tickled Jazzy so much.
Persona 4 literally came out during the PS3 generation in 2007, 2008.
It's a PS2 game.
Well, Persona 4 came out in like 08 on PS2. So
Persona 5 was originally developed for the PS3, but then it came to the PS4 because it was in development so late.
Persona 5, you meant the PS3.
Yeah.
Persona PlayStation 4 never got its own Persona.
What do you think about the game, Jazz?
I don't even know what y'all talking about at this point. Yeah, Jazzy, what do you think about Persona 5 Tactics? Best Persona game out of them all, ain't it?
I think it's pretty decent for like a spin-off game. I wasn't really checking for this game like that because it was like I was trying to not watch trailers for it, but so far it's pretty decent. I will say that the pacing is better, but only because it's like not establishing anybody. Because like in the very first, because I just got done with like mission 13. All it is really trying to like round up all the characters that you have from the fan theme Skewed because they're being brainwashed whatnot. So I won't know how the structure for the rest of the game is because usually in Persona spin-offs, they kind of write the characters like they're caricatures of themselves compared they are in the actual games. But so far it's pretty decent for like writing goes. This new chick Arena, she's pretty decent. She's probably one of the better new Atlas flagship new game girls that they have so far anytime they make these games. And I feel like also one of the reasons why the girl named Marie, the villain for the first boss I guess you're about to fight, is because there's a girl in Persona 4 Golden named Marie. So that's why they don't want to get people confused with the two, even though I feel like people would be able to point them out. But it is what it is. The soundtrack is not as
Oh no.
Good because they don't have Shoji Meguro. He's working on. I think
Sound.
he's working on like Project Refantasy, whatever that's called. Metaphor that's about to come out next year. So the usual team is not really attached to this little project, even though it's from Peace Studio, which is the main studio that Atlas has to make these games. But for the tactics and gameplay, I think it's pretty decent. The only thing I kind of wish for is like I wish they had like 4 characters instead of 3, but I realized they would probably just because they have to do that all out attack. But I wish it was 4 like in the main
Oh, you only
Persona
play
game.
as 3 characters?
No, it's like you can play like all the characters that you
No,
pick.
but
You
I'm
can
saying
even
it's only
try it
3
out
at a time though,
quicker.
right?
Yeah, three at on a
Yeah, it's
team.
only 3 at a time as compared to like, mainline Persona games, you could do like 4 at a time.
Yeah.
But because it's a tactics-based game and whatnot, I kind of wish you could use more characters out in the field because you have to really manage like your SP inventory pretty much. And because I'm playing on the merciless difficulty, and it was kind of fun until I got to like chapter mission 13 with like Makoto and Yusuke where they fight you, and that was like giving me a run for the money because they got so many enemies that they have. But I think gameplay wise, it's pretty decent.
Yes, sir. Okay. Great
So
game.
BG
Go
cap
pick it
and don't
up.
be fooled.
I'm capping by what?
This love for a persona that you magically all have all of a sudden.
I mean, I don't. I mean, I definitely don't love Persona. I love Persona 5 Tactica specifically.
Jazzy.
Them other
That's
games,
nice.
I still think they're dog shit.
I got a question for you, Jazzy.
Sure.
Do you think I would like this game, brother?
I think you would actually like this game. In fact, I'm wondering maybe I should give you a hefty donation to actually play this
Jack,
game.
Jack, you're my Steam. You're my share play partner.
What you bought it on PlayStation?
Yeah.
I thought you had it on PC.
No.
Yeah, you buy Persona 5 Tactica, but not Spider-Man 2, BG.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to download that thing then, man. Sheesh.
Yeah, but I think Jack, you're probably better off waiting for like Persona 3 Reload, whatever it's called, that's coming out next year, because this is pretty decent, but this is only for like people that I feel like would be more into the Persona 5, really, because it doesn't really take its time really trying to establish anybody. It kind of automatically assumes that you've already played the first game because it literally takes place like right after they did the final boss of the base Persona 5 game because Lavenza's right there.
Yeah,
and
BG,
then they're doing
you 2 games
DLC with
behind, BG.
Oh, that's cool.
Kasumi.
That's fine.
You 2 games behind with the story, man.
I can put. I'm
Yeah.
putting context together. There's references where I'm like they're referencing a character. I clearly don't know who this character is, but I'm piecing it together. It's somebody important. That's all I need to know. I'm not playing those other games.
Yeah, because they literally have a character like a politician, and he's kind of like
Yep.
really like that adult figure that the Phantom Thieves are like interacting with because he's kind of conflicted because that politician saw like the whole big deal with Phantom Thieves they did in the base Persona 5 game and how crazy it's gotten up and escalated to.
All right. It's time for us to get out of here.
But good
Let me-
game.
Yeah. Let me read some. I think that's all the topics. Killer Instinct receiving new details November 22nd. Blah blah blah. Yeah, that's everything. All right, going to super chats.
How are you today, Jack?
I'm doing all right, man. I'm chilling, bro.
Glad to hear it.
Shot Red
Oh, yeah, it's coming out
555.
on Game Pass.
What, Persona 5 Tactica?
We didn't get
Yeah, I ain't heard no. I ain't
we didn't
seen
get a
no
trivia
Xbox
question this
talking
week.
about it.
Yeah, I still didn't do it. I'll get to it. Okay, where was I? Baby Gonads HDR. Topic.
Wow.
Wait, top iconic gaming outrages in the community. Oh, I think the two are when what did they Xbox increase Game Pass by $1? Wasn't it like $1? They freaked out.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought
as they should.
Come on, man. It was $1. Niggas was losing their minds. I couldn't believe it.
Them dollars add up, though.
Because I wasn't like, I'm not saying I'm not saying be happy about it, but my guy, you could find 4 quarters in your couch by accident. So
they complained at work. They reversed it too, though. They complained at work.
No, not that one. Not that one. They didn't. You're talking about
I'm thinking about the other joint.
Yeah, you're talking about the other one. They reversed that one, but the Game Pass increase, they didn't reverse that.
Hey man, I don't blame them.
I also think, what was it, to put the PlayStation stand on? You needed a quarter. Remember that?
For a screw.
Yeah,
that was stupid. That was stupid.
That too. Oh, there'd be a lot of fake outrage, bro. Like, yeah, it's insane. Okay, the Winter Horizon. What's with BBL jokes? Just because GTA 6 will have a Latina lead, Latinas organically have huge asses, the same way white girls have real hair. Well, I feel like
why did that comment offend you, brother?
Yeah.
What the fuck? You all right, man?
He might be, Latino, and he's like,
man, we know Latino women got fat asses, bro.
You feel like you talking down on his women, maybe.
Y'all stop talking about me like while I'm here. What the fuck?
No. All right, bro. You are a white woman and a Latina woman.
I'm boss tight.
You the
Metro Knight. Metro Knight, bruh, where's Smooth at? He finally has backup. Smooth is dealing with family stuff. G400. Less than 50% of my fellow Xbox players ain't beat the first level of Hi-Fi Rush. Shaking my head. What y'all doing? Oh man,
that's crazy.
It's
I got to like the 3rd level. I ain't beat that though.
Yeah.
Why ain't you beat it?
Bro, I'm gonna be real. The only reason I haven't beaten Hi-Fi Rush, bro, is because them QTs be throwing me off, bro. Because I gotta constantly keep remembering what button it is. That shit be throwing me off bad, man. The
Game's just boring.
Precise. I wouldn't say it's boring. It's cool.
Wait, what's this revisionist history? I thought this game was a.
No, Blandrew always said that.
Oh man.
Yeah, because he was unmixed on it. It's because like the platforming levels are kind of like undercooked a little bit. Like the action is actually pretty decent, just the platforming.
I think it's good. Yep. They way too strict with them QTEs too, man. Like you got to be perfect, bro. Like you fuck up once.
Okay. I was about to say, I thought this game was the darling. Alcoholic Gamer, Crown Peach, plus watermelon iced tea. Enjoy drinks on me. Thank you.
Thanks, son.
Ryan Gibbs, hashtag Jack was right. He's been spot on about PlayStation. Lias VS Plus, there isn't an Xbox tax, but there is game bias, and it usually goes off what casual gamers think. That's why Nintendo that's why Sony and Nintendo perfected a formula. Okay. Hovey186, Doc Dark, stop telling Bond to listen. Bond is the only one making sense.
Tell him, preach, facts.
Ninty.
You did all your ad libs.
Ninty 15. BG definitely played Advance Wars in portable mode on Switch. Don't let him lie to you. I didn't though, good sir.
Did you?
No, I played that on my TV. I did. I mean, listen, I don't got a lot of y'all, bro.
Handheld gaming franchise.
I'm a lot of things. I ain't a liar, bro. Come on.
You sold a
yeah. You hate handheld, but
I don't know. I heard your favorite wrestler was Eddie Guerrero.
that was a good one.
It was actually Kurt Angle. Might actually have been.
Not a bad choice.
Yeah. A-Town MLH. BG, why are you in an abusive relationship with Naughty Dog? Good sir. I said, good sir. I told you that I don't even acknowledge Faction's existence, and
you hear that smile behind the comment just now, Jack? You don't believe that.
I don't acknowledge its existence.
Well,
I don't.
Black and smiling right now, don't it?
And listen,
the brown.
I don't be waiting on Naughty Dog games. I don't be waiting on them. Like I already told y'all. Like what?
You was kind of geek for that mode though.
Absolutely. Because like I think it proves. I do think it'll prove something. It'll be a proof of concept for similar to what Faction could offer. So I am hype about that. I think it proves a point. But I at the same time, I know Last of Us Part 3 is coming out in like 2027. So it's like, I don't be delusional about when their
maybe we
games
get
coming out.
online by then. Can we get online by then? At least Naughty Dog, please.
I'm not choosing to believe anything. So, game inspection. Platinum straight up said the failure of Babylon's Fall was not a deterrent, and they're still going to make live service games.
See,
let them fail enough. Maybe some sometimes when people fail, they listen.
Bro.
There's a lot of niggas that should have stopped being rappers, stop trying to be a rapper, and they in they early 20s and they in their 30s now. But eventually they gonna stop.
Platinum Games is the poster child for failing enough. If they ain't gonna stop, ain't nobody gonna stop, my boy.
Yep.
They need to stop being stubborn and just let Nintendo acquire them.
What happened to the Platinum Games bias? Armored Core 6 didn't get any nominations at the Game Awards for Game of the Year.
You mean FromSoft?
Yeah.
They only got Best Action Game for Armored Core 6.
Yeah.
That was it.
Well, why not Game of the Year? I thought the Dick Ride was strong with them.
Yo.
I mean, it ain't that strong. That Armored Core.
Does Miyazaki work on Armored Core?
No.
Who knows? I don't know.
There you go. That's if it was called Mech Warrior, not Armored Core.
He worked on a few Armored Core games, but not this reason. He's not the director anymore.
Dizzy123, putting everyone on gas was dumb. If anything, they could have remastered PS3 multiplayer titles for PS5 as free to play to gauge interest and maybe continue to support. I'm not against that. Rufflemutt, want a good wholesome game? Try Brock the Alligator. It's a mixture of point and click mystery adventure and beat 'em up with a solid narrative.
I've seen.
Who made that comment?
Rufflemutt. I'm not playing that shit.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a furry game. Don't be.
I'm not playing that.
Rufflemutt a furry? Like,
I'm not playing that. Like straight up, like
Why keep calling him a furry, bro? That's not cool. Come on, man.
As soon as you said point and click mystery adventure, yeah, no.
I mean, that's why y'all like Alan Wake, because that's exactly what Alan Wake is too.
Not the mystery part. Is mainly the point and click part, though. I don't mind the mystery. Game inspection. Persona 4 had two RPGs, 2 fighting games, 2 animes, a manga, 1 dungeon crawler, a drama CD, a dancing game. It was very milked.
Pause.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about this because I'll leave that to y'all.
Because Sega is expecting Atlas for Persona 6 to sell like 5 million within the first year.
That's not happening.
Yeah.
Trivia question from Dizzy. What color was Spyro the Dragon originally supposed to be? A, red. B, blue. C, green. D, orange.
I'm green. Red. I'm going to say green because that's my favorite color. I'm going to say green.
Orange.
I'm going to go green because that's typically what a dragon's color even is.
What dragon?
Green.
What dragon?
I'm looking at the color wheel. I'm gonna.
Oh
say
no,
red.
he's right. He's right. Dragon. Yeah. Okay. The cartoon animated dragons do be green. The answer is C. He was changed to purple because he blended into the grass too much when he was green. Another fun fact: the original name was supposed to be Pete, but it dropped due to Walt.
The dragon?
Yeah, but it dropped due to Walt Disney's trademark Pete's Dragon.
Yeah, they already had a movie like Bucky.
Yeah, it would have got them.
Heat is an ass name, bro.
Yeah, that's a terrible name.
Bro, Spyro was Heat.
Underrated. Why are you hating on Parker's last name or first name?
For a dragon, that's
Parker's
mad square.
last name.
That's all.
Someone Spider-Man.
Was not a fan of Spyro.
Damn.
All right.
Bing bong billabong.
3D
like
platforming
Spyro?
games.
What the fuck?
Actually, you know what? 3D platforming games actually usually make me nauseous. Believe it or not.
So wait. You like Crash Bandicoot?
No.
You like Jack and Daxter?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
It took me a while to play. Like even Sly Cooper used to make me nauseous when I played it. That's why I ain't played it all the way into PS3.
A lot of those, yeah. Last one, Nick Knack. All right, so for this week's trivia, I'm going to summarize an acceptance speech at a past Jeff Keighley Award show, and I want you to tell me who was the recipient and what award did they win. The recipient walks to the stage with Motley Crue playing in the background while also acting like king shit. Afterwards, they shit on three of the games nominated for Game of the Year before pulling out a big-ass list and thanking various people. Backstage technicians then come onto the stage to correct the recipient as their title wasn't nominated for Game of the Year despite acting like they won. The speech then ends with the recipient donning the Keeley Awards to hell before destroying property and getting escorted out of the building for doing so. Who did this and what category did they win?
I'm gonna say it was Jack Black, and I don't know.
No, that's the answer. That's what he said. It was Jack Black. I don't remember none of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was gonna say because he had that game. What the fuck was that game? The Legend joint or something? What was it called?
Brutal Legend.
Yeah, Brutal Legend. Yeah, that's why I said that.
I have no recollection of this.
But I don't know what game. I don't know what it was nominated for.
He won for best voice and best performance. So.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right. Good show.
Hey,
listen,
2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2 on the trivia. Let's go.
Listen, next week, show guaranteed 2.5 hours. Guaranteed. As long as Xbox dudes don't come up with no new term that we have to discuss, and as long as PlayStation don't announce any more remasters, we'll be at 2.5 hours. Guaranteed.
I'm calling a cap, bro.
You know what? Institutionalized to go until like around 8. So maybe if you start at 7, you'll only have an hour show because you'll already feel like you need to be done.
The first 2.5 hours, we only talked about one game that was a remaster. We didn't talk about games until 2.5 hours into the fucking podcast.
Well, we were talking about state tax and Xbox. And
tax, fucking Last of Us TV show, Rock Out. Like what the fuck is going on, man?
What the hell is going on? What do you pay me for?
Usually I get to the games first, but what Doc Dark said he had to go in an hour, so I had to put the bullshit first.
This shit is crazy.
So you made the Xbox mental illness topic the first thing to go.
Yes. Yes. It was trending.
I never seen Doc Dark turn up like that either, bro. Y'all had him heated, bro.
He said, "Listen, Bond, anybody's hearing this shit?"
He's like, "Are you serious? Are you serious?"
Bro, there was one point he grabbed his head and said, "Oh my god!"
He was like, "BG, you're not gonna stop him." I'm like, bro, I don't live with, like, I'm not physically near this nigga. What you want me to do?
He was going through it. That was crazy.
He wanted you to reprimand him.
Yeah, he wanted me to tie this nigga up and like, what do you like?
Hey, what did R. Kelly say? I don't even know how to hog tie people. Why would I hog tie?
R. Kelly said that? Was it a Gayle King interview?
Yeah, he did. It was an interview that he did after the allegations that came out.
Oh,
Use your common sense. That me really did.
Use your common sense, people.
He said, "Bond, you not listening."
Oh my god!
All right. Yeah,
Nigga, I took his intro. He said, "This motherfucker steal my intro." Yeah, I fuck with Doc Dark, man. There's levels to this.
Yeah, guaranteed 2.5 hours next week. We're not doing this again.
You full of shit.
No, I'm dead serious.
Jack. Are we doing
Jack, you want to bet money?
I'm not betting you.
Okay, I'm just saying that's how much. That's how sure I am. That's how sure I am. 2.5 hours max next week.
You trying to make up with that bet he got with Blandrew? Had to buy that game.
Right.
Hey, Jack, what bad PlayStation news do you think you're in for this week?
You know what's funny, Blandrew? Because the news, so they don't do gaming news typically on weekends, but best believe we wake up tomorrow, we gonna hear some more bullshit. I'm not sure what it's gonna be. We gonna hear some fuckery.
That's
going funny. Back to one analog stick or something.
Bro, that shit, it's like clockwork, bro. You're guaranteed to get some fucked up news every Monday in the gaming industry at this point, bro. There's gonna be something.
It was a W rant today. Jack.
Can't wait to make a video on it, whatever it is.
And you gonna be right there.
Phobia shut down.
That'd be funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean that faction's cancellation. I'm ready for that any day now.
That news in the they can't do it. They can't do it fresh off the remastered announcement though. They gotta wait for that.
Yeah, I still
don't worry. They'll do that. They'll make that cancellation when they announce the PC version.
Oh my! I can't wait until the day we finally get to hear BG stop talking about factions. I need Sony to pull the trigger on that.
I'm still gonna talk about its potential and what it could have been. What it could have been. Yeah. There was no PC version announced for this, which sucks. Yeah, I don't know what
maybe they waiting for the Game Awards. Since this was definitely supposed to be a Game Awards announcement. Like this was gonna be their situation.
They still might be. They still might do it. They don't.
No, I'm saying they're gonna do it like a re-announce. Like
gonna show it. It's already in the program.
Yeah, like niggas ain't seen it already.
Yeah, the PC version gets grand stage and PlayStation gets.
Jeff Keighley be planning the event like 2 months in advance. He got that shit in the script.
All right.
Let's bet on what color suit he gonna wear, BG.
purple.
It's gonna be dark.
My bet is on navy blue with some outrageous shoes.
I'm
You
gonna
could probably
say,
have on some Vans or some shit.
I'm gonna say tan.
He always be wearing some crazy sneakers. He had on some like
with a gamer
$500
t-shirt
sneakers last
underneath.
couple years ago.
Yeah. He wouldn't be Phil Spencer so bad.
Hey, he got it.
Gentlemen, say good
BG,
night.
are you gonna answer the After Dark question? Last week there was about 2 questions that you went to sleep before you could answer them.
My mouth hurt, bro.
No.
Now
You've been arguing about free to play games for the past 3 hours, and you bugging.
Bro, they did a number. That oral surgeon did a number on me, bro.
You didn't go to work. You didn't go to work all week.
I stayed out till Thursday.
Then you do a 20-minute video on the possibility of factions. Hey, no, you doing it?
Nigga, I'm drugged. Jack, I'm drugged up most of the time.
Thanksgiving next week, nigga, get to it.
What?
You gay?
Are you gonna eat for Thanksgiving, BG?
I hope so.
Are you gonna be the one on the plate like a little like a ham with the apple in your mouth?
Like nigga, I hope so. It's not
You seen
guaranteed.
that Thanksgiving movie, y'all?
It ain't guaranteed I eat, bro, because shit is still rough for me, bro.
You the meal?
I'm telling you, bro. I'm literally popping another pill like every 3 hours, bro.
Don't go too crazy. You're gonna turn it to never mind.
You gonna turn into Zaire?
Oh man.
I got this from my grandmother, man.
All right, outro.
All right, outro.
Blandrew?
Down.
Good podcast. See you next week.
All right.
You don't have anything on Nintendo aisle or the aisle of Nintendo?
They never gonna get it right.
Yeah, no, nothing yet. No.
Wonton.
Yeah. See you guys in After Dark. Great show, and catch you next time.
Bond.
Great show. Catch you next time. Now, on all seriousness, big game tomorrow versus those fucking Chiefs. So hopefully we win. Outside of that, check out my channel, check out my YouTube, check out my Twitter, and check out Weapon Wheel every Sunday, 5 p.m.
Jack.
Hey man, good podcast. Shout out to my brother Smooth, man. Waiting on you to get back. Shout out to the guests. Shout out to the viewers. That's it.
All right. Jazzy.
Deuces.
Alex.
I'm an idiot of Sony. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Happy Thanksgiving next week. I'll see you there next week. Yep.
All right. We'll catch y'all.
Peace.
On the
Peace.
flip side.
That's my line.
Bang bang.
No. What? Right. Plenty of tried and plenty of failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro King got me, see that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Alba, I'm a black bond, aim in a scope and all black panel, you can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. For real. Oh wait, then Jack Move came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like how can you gamers approach me? Tell kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty have failed. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jack Move, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't out strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.